Boy asks celebrity for autograph, lives in his home, steals his wife, and cheats in ultimate revenge. Bada bing, bada. Hey, hold on. This cute ass intro. I forgot about this intro. Yo, Tribe. We haven't been on this channel in so long. Oh my God, Steffi. What the hell did that say? Moral of the story? Agua.
I have two disclaimers for today's episode.
Agua. Hold on. Agua.
I have two disclaimers for
Agua.
I have two disclaimers for
Agua.
I have two disclaimers for today's episode. Disclaimer number one,
What?
if I'm squinting a lot, it's because I've been dealing with some eyeball dryness. I don't even know. I've been lubricating.
Is this
I've
an
been
ad?
re-wetting. I've been doing all the things that the eye doctors tell you to do, and it just has not been solved. So that's number one. Number two is I am mentally unprepared, but prepared to be canceled by incels and football fans on Twitter. And you know what? It's just gonna happen, and joke's on them because I
GGs.
don't even go on Twitter. I only do for research. I'm scared to talk about sports.
I
This
don't
is
go
like
on
one of the
Twitter.
mots. I'm never scared to touch a mot. But this is one where I'm like,
Mots?
ooh, I don't know. I've been putting it
Moral
off,
of the
putting it off,
story.
but it's been so highly
Sorry, I started mapping us all.
where I'm like, ooh, I don't know. I've been putting it off, but it's been so highly requested. We are going to be dissecting the very messy love. What's bigger than a triangle? A love
rectangle.
hexagon, a love octagon of the wags of Argentinian soccer players that I just didn't even know that it could get this messy. So we did work with our Argentinian researchers on this, and she just gave me like a very firm warning. She was like, you know how in America, for Thanksgiving, you don't want to talk to your uncle about religion or politics? In Argentina, we don't want to talk about religion, politics, and football. They call it football, so everyone calls it football. I
Yeah.
don't know why we call it soccer, okay?
Yeah.
They don't like
That's
to
like
talk
an
about
American
soccer.
thing.
That's how divisive this topic is.
Really?
But we're about to dive right in. Let me introduce you to...
Oh. Noona.
I'm so upset. Let me introduce you to player number one. CEO is the position that she has on the field. Her name is Wanda Nara.
Hold on, Wanda Solange Nara. That's who I think I'm fully supporting. No cap. I love the fit.
She's very important. She's the main character in probably the next 3-part episodes of Mots because her life is batshit insane. She's Wanda. She looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Her superpower is monetizing heartbreak. That's her biggest thing. She can do it and she does it well. And you'll be so confused about how you even feel about her by the end of this. You keep flip-flopping. Her iconic quote is, another family that you destroyed, you bitch, you cunt. Her
See you
weakness
next Tuesday.
is her Instagram stories. If you think that you've had a private conversation,
Like Drake.
her weakness is her Instagram stories. If you think that you've had a private conversation with Wanda Nara, no, you fucking didn't, because it's about to end up on her Instagram stories.
She's
Let me give you the
screenshotting shit.
lowdown
What
on
the
the
fuck?
history of Miss Wanda.
What the fuck?
Miss Wanda grew up in the suburbs of
GGs.
Argentina. She didn't even grow up in the city, and her whole family, it's more
This is not her family, bro. This is like the Adams. Like this is like the Alabama. Like no, bro. Who? No.
structured like a talent agency than it is a family. Wanda's parents raised Wanda and her sister Zyra, very important to the conversation later, and they're all about getting into the upper echelon of show business royalty. Are they nepo babies? No, they're like just a middle class family. But her parents have been prepping her since day one. They're like, this is the fastest way that you're gonna get out of the burbs, the suburbs, and into the
We're trying to make it out the suburbs.
this is the fastest way that you're going to get out of the burbs, the suburbs, and into the big city.
The big
Which, by the
suburbs.
way, Wanda's dad is so crazy, okay? They're all about fame. They're kind of like the Kardashians.
I feel like this nigga eats beer cans for breakfast and nails. Like I think this nigga just pours some milk over like some rusted nails and just chews on them shit. It's like, hey kids, hey, make sure you prepare your lawns today, kids.
Wanda's dad is so crazy, okay? They're all about fame. They're kind of like the Kardashians. Wanda's
The redneck I can't say that. The Timu Kardashians.
crazy, okay? They're all about fame. They're kind of like the Kardashians. Wanda's dad would later be the guy that will do interviews about Wanda, his own daughter's most private, painful moments in life. And his t-shirt is like a Formula One car, just sponsored company labels all over his t-shirt while he does interviews. He's getting paid. Oh, yeah.
So
like a NASCAR car. He's crazy, okay? And then on the other hand, you have Wanda's mom. She's very quiet, very calm, but she is always watching and she's always maneuvering. She's making moves. She's the one that's posting on Instagram, move in silence. Like, that's the mom. Wanda, she starts her life off ever since she was a kid, just doing random ass reality shows. Argentina's Dancing with the Stars, Skating with the Stars. She does this other show called Married with Children. She does another one that's like Without Codes, which is kind of ironic later because everyone thinks that Wanda Nara is the woman who breaks all soccer codes. There's a few codes in soccer. Like, there's the actual game rules. That's not what we're talking about. There are codes in the locker room. People say the thing with soccer athletes, football athletes, is that you do not touch another player's wife. You just don't. You never do. A girlfriend, you don't touch them.
Facts.
I mean, they might
That's
as well be a
facts.
fucking nun to you,
Oh, God,
okay?
yeah.
They are a Buddhist monk. You just imagine them bald. No matter how hot they are, you don't look at them.
You
You
don't
don't
even
touch
breathe.
You
them.
have to make a rule for that.
Yes. And then even if it's like a short
Don't
fling.
sleep with your teammate's wife, okay?
Yeah, please don't. But even if it's a girlfriend for 1 month, you cannot date them the next month.
Oh.
Like, it's very tricky business.
Okay, that's
Okay,
different.
like if they dated for 2 weeks, you could probably have a cool off period and then you could probably talk to them about it. And then perhaps they might let you date them. But usually,
But like, my thing is, why? I can't do that, bruh. I guess I'm really for the bros. Pause. But at the same time, niggas ain't shit, so I'm not really for niggas. But it's like, that would just feel weird. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Maybe it would depend. It could be situational. What if she's super bad and super amazing and she's just really into me and I'm really into her? Then fuck it. But I'm not going out my way to like. I'm not plotting like that. If your man's is plotting like that, bro, that's not really your man's. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
perhaps
Perhaps.
they might let you date them.
Interesting.
But usually, it's just like the code of conduct. Like, you play with the ball, but you don't play with people who have played with your teammates' balls. Like, it's a thing that's just
I knew
not,
you was
it's
going there,
frowned upon.
Noona. I didn't want you
It's
to.
frowned upon. So Wanda, she starts making it big when she's
Damn, bruh. Oh my gosh, the drugs coursing through his body is hitting.
19 years old. This is like way back in 2006. So
Wanda.
Wanda Nara has been around for a very long time. 19-year-old Wanda in 2006. Wanda, she starts making it big when she's 19 years old. This is like way back in 2006. So Wanda Nara has been around for a very long time. 19-year-old Wanda. I think she called paparazzi on herself. But disregard me, okay? Paparazzi are suddenly all over this 19-year-old and they're like hiding in the bush TMZ style, and it's a paparazzi video of this 19
She looking dead at us though. What the fuck? How she see the paparazzi that? Oh,
19-year-old and they're
Paparazzi
like
must not
hiding
be
in the
hiding
bush
well.
TMZ style, and it's a paparazzi video
hi Wanda.
of this 19-year-old girl, and she's outside of a hotel room. This is like one of those suites. So when you exit the suite, it's like your own private garden. And someone
Okay.
is like hiding in the bushes of the garden, and she's just casually taking a phone call. And here's why I think this is all staged. She's casually taking a phone call, but she's like touching her stomach, and she's like wearing a short dress. And her dress is like all the way up, so her butt is out. Her butt is out.
Oh,
And I'm like,
didn't-
I've never just
didn't even
casually
see.
taken a phone call where I'm
didn't
letting
even
my
see that. What
butt
the fuck?
out in public. I mean, it's not public, it's a private garden,
Wait,
but
she's not
still.
wearing any clothes?
Oh, that's the catch. She's wearing a pair of boxers. Now, why is this so scandalous? Because these boxers are a pair of men's boxers that belong to Diego Maradona.
So how we know that? No. How do we know that?
In Argentina.
Wait, how do they know?
Right.
boxer
Right.
belongs to-
Because people decided that they were gonna whip out their little computers, they're gonna put on their little eyeglasses, tippity tappity tap, and they're like, he was at this hotel the same time that she was at this hotel, and look at this picture of him where his pants were coming down a little bit, and these are the same boxers. Look at the boxers. People are squaring in. They're
crazy.
analyzing.
What
you
does
know?
the boxer look like?
It just looks like regular boxers,
Like
boxers that
niggas
you wear.
everybody could have.
And people are analyzing the
What?
shit out of it. They're catching print. They're doing everything. And they're like, these are Diego Maradona's boxers. This is a retired soccer player. He won the 1986 Soccer World Cup for Argentina, which I know you're thinking, oh, that was so long ago. But my Argentinian researcher was like, let me break it down for you, you dumb bitch. No, she didn't say that. Okay. She was like, imagine it's Michael Jordan. And I said, Michael Jordan? That's
Jordan,
crazy.
right.
Also, the new video. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then
So
she...
imagine you standing there wearing
Oh,
Michael
wait.
Jordan's
Wait.
underwear.
Yo, Noona said, whoa, no.
And then
So
she...
imagine you standing there wearing Michael
wait.
Jordan's underwear.
No, and then
Boxer.
she's like,
Wow.
but it's not just Michael Jordan. It's like if Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson were the same person. And I was like,
What?
what? He's
What?
singing and he's footballing. What's going on?
That's-
Okay. She was like, I don't know how to explain it, but just it's that level.
So it's like a mega star. Is that right?
Yeah. Okay. You have more
What?
questions. I did too. So apparently, when he RIP sadly passed away in 2020, the government declared 3 days of national mourning. They opened up the presidential palace so that people could file past his coffin. And this is in the middle of COVID lockdown. So people were lined up for just hours all day. The crowds took over the
Damn.
street. There were riots. Police had to intervene. It was insane. This is during COVID when people weren't even allowed to go to their own family's funerals. But they're
Wow.
going to his funeral. Like the rules just didn't apply because he's that big of a legend. So she's 19 and there's this video that comes out and she's allegedly wearing his boxers. And again, I feel like she called paparazzi on herself. What do I know?
Right.
Gossip little forums, they go full CSI. They're zooming in on the fabric. They're like, look at that thread
fabric
count.
is crazy.
Look at his
The thread-
boxers.
oh my
We're catching
geez.
print. This is a 19-year-old dating the GOAT. Holy sh! By the way, he was 45, so it made it a little bit messier because like double her age plus, and she's like a nobody at this point. Nobody even knows who this girl is. And instead of hiding in shame, because my researcher was like, you know, Argentina, like most countries, it's still, I mean, Argentina is a very Catholic run country, so there's a lot of shame in just being spotted being someone's girl toy, boy toy, you know? And
Yeah.
instead of hiding, Wanda decides that she's gonna go on a full R PR tour where she declares that she is a virgin. Like, it is the most random PR tour. You were just spotted with a GOAT soccer player, and no offense. Most random PR tour. You were just spotted with a GOAT soccer player, and no offense, pro athletes are not known for keeping it in their pants.
They're not.
You're wearing his boxers, so what is he wearing? He definitely didn't keep it in his pants. He didn't even keep his box.
He's wearing her panties. Wait, no. Never. That's okay. Don't take that the wrong way. It was just a joke, okay? But it was just a joke, cause you feel me? Like I'm sure he wouldn't be. And if he was, that's completely. If he wants it, that's completely fine. But I'm saying I don't want folks to be like, what? He's wearing? No. I'm just saying, bro. Cause you know, obviously, art. Rest in peace. He seems like a legend. I feel like. I'm just joking, bro. I'm just joking.
A full R PR tour where she declares that she is a virgin. Like, it is the most random PR tour. You were just spotted with a GOAT soccer player, and no offense, pro athletes are not known for keeping it in their pants. You're wearing his boxers, so what is he wearing? He definitely didn't keep it in his pants. He didn't even keep his boxers on. So you're wearing his boxers, and you're telling us that you're a virgin?
Why? Wait, why?
But
We
it
didn't even
kind of
that.
worked.
Huh?
Because in Argentina, my researcher was like, we have this thing. And I agree with this. I feel like this is everywhere. Where either you're pure or you're a whore. That's it. That's it. There's no middle ground. You're either like a virgin, innocent, like teen idol, or you're like a sexy Madonna, and there's no in between. You're either going to be hypersexualized or you're like a saint that has never been touched.
Yeah.
So now Wanda is confusing the shit out of everyone because we just saw you looking like that, but then you're saying you're this, and everyone's having like a full-blown conniption. Their minds are blown. They can't even
Great word.
grasp the concept of what's going on.
Imagine a human being being nuanced. It's like we have different sides to us. Oh shit. Like what? Like the internet is so stupid, bro. And it's funny because this wasn't even around the internet, but I think like the sort of fanaticism that comes from supporting someone for so long, that parasocial idea, like you kind of lose rationality a little bit because there's a degree of love and appreciation that you're sending towards that person, and love makes people crazy in all forms and aspects. So it's like, it's so interesting because once you thread a certain line for someone as far as what they're very supportive of or passionate about, I kind of feel like all gray goes out the window and their morality becomes more black and white as far as only certain things are allowed in their head. If you introduce more nuance, it removes the magic or the immersion from the support that you're sending towards this person. You know, like I feel like the real world fucks up the vibe. So why even let that happen and just sit in the immersion? I get it. I do get it. But it's like you can't let shit like that make you stupid though. You feel me? Like when it comes to real decisions, you could be as immersed and as fanatic as you want, but you can't let it make you become stupid. You know? That's always the line that I'm gonna stay on. No cap.
Minds are blown. They can't even grasp the concept of what's going on.
Like she just like going around the stations talking about.
Yeah, she's like, that was me in his boxers, but I need to let you know.
Oh, she did say that.
She said-
They were dating.
No, she said we're not dating. That was just so silly, goofy. She's like, yeah, that was a picture. I was wearing his boxers, but nothing happened. I'm a virgin.
How?
Okay.
So everyone's like, huh.
Okay.
I mean, because she's so blatant about it, no one can even question her, even though we kind of feel like she's lying. But also, what's it to us if she's lying? So I
Right.
guess slay. I don't know. Like everyone's confused about how to feel, and everyone is just like, I guess we're just gonna let it happen.
Right.
And all the major TV news networks, all they want are the clicks. So an interview with her at this moment, they're gonna get the clicks. So they're platforming her, and she's saying I'm a virgin, and everyone's confused. They don't really know how to feel about Wanda.
It's working.
Which she starts going viral, and she just leans so into this virality that she nearly tips over 1,000,000 times. She hits up every major talk show. Then she starts going on and doing these reality shows. She's all up on the tabloids every single day, and she's just getting paid. She even does a magazine cover where it says
Yo, media as a whole is so funny, bruh. Cause this is like Twitter, but in real life. Dead ass, bro. This is a Twitter caption, a Twitter thumbnail. In real, like, oh, this is hilarious, but kind of like alarming in a weird way. There's gonna be some weird, creepy niggas that like I don't know, bruh. Well, and her parents are like probably loving this, but this is kind of I mean, she's 19, so that's basically grown, but she's not 21 though, so that's not grown to me. You feel me?
My Little Virgin, and it's like her with
What?
half of her, where it says My Little Virgin, and it's like her with half her boobs out. But the cover title is like I don't know, and like I love her for that because it was confusing. Everyone's
No,
confused
I think-
because we're not used to this.
As far as like a marketing standpoint, this is absolutely genius. What? She is finessing the system so well. I am proud of her for that. But it is just interesting from a perspective of looking at it from like when I have these complaints about how the internet is as far as what gets pushed. It's been like this for a long time. This is how media is, and it's not like it's a stupid thing. This is exactly how it's supposed to be in order to push the line, I guess, push media in further and further. But then you get into the questions of, okay, how far of the line are we supposed to push? And the only reason why I think it's important because like I feel like the media that we consume shapes like the trajectory of how we as humans go. And maybe that could be stretching it because not everybody consumes the same media, not everybody interprets things the same. I just feel like understanding that line is really important. But it is interesting, like that was basically Twitter back then, bro. That's funny as hell.
Like, I love her for that because it was confusing. Everyone's confused because we're not used to this.
Right,
And like,
right.
Slay, you can be a virgin and be hot at the same time.
That's facts.
Although
That's
I don't
facts.
think she's a virgin.
And that's
But that's fine. And she even
yes.
becomes big enough that she hits up Argentina's, it's like Dancing with the Stars, but on ice. So all of these celebrities, like smaller celebrities, are going to learn how to figure skate with their partners. It's like
Interesting.
a random partner that they're given. And they're
Interesting.
figure skating. And I just need to play the video for you because some people think that it was staged. Okay, so this is how it starts. Also, her ass is just out the entire time.
What do you mean?
Like, just watch. Like, she's just wearing a thong under a tutu.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, just a thong under a tutu is how we're doing it. So then they're spinning, and then
Oh,
she just falls.
shit.
And then she just, like, lays there for a second.
Oh, is that supposed to be an accident?
They said it was an accident. I
Right.
feel like it was on purpose.
Oh.
Under a tutu is how we're doing it. So then they're spinning, and then she just falls.
That fall look kind of hard though. I ain't gonna
And
lie.
then she just, like, lays there for a second.
Oh, is that supposed to be an accident?
They said it was an accident. I
Right.
feel like
Why
it
would
was
she
on
fall on
purpose.
purpose though?
It becomes a meme. It feels calculated, but
It
it
becomes
works
a meme.
because I think this was the most replayed clip in that year of
Really?
any sort of reality show.
Why?
And everyone started calling her the Virgin of Ice because she's so bad on ice. And they're just poking fun at her. And I mean, it just seemed like she realizes early on if she cannot be taken seriously, she's
She's-
just going to go walk to hell with it.
Yeah.
She's just going to let everyone meme her to shit him back. And that is when she meets her first soccer player husband.
Her
first footballer by the name of Maxi Lopez. Okay, Maxi Lopez is a football player that everybody thinks is handsome and charismatic. And for a time, he's playing for the Italian team, which apparently in the world of Argentina, and for Hesler, by the name of everybody thinks
He looked like a weaker version of All Might from My Hero Academia.
is handsome and charismatic. And for a time, he's playing for the Italian team, which apparently in the world of Argentinian soccer, this is like the ultimate prize. Once you get signed for a European team, that means you're getting a lot of money and you're getting bigger status than every other player. So this is like the dream. This is imagining being the first round draft pick of the NBA or the NFL. That's the vibe this is giving. So she meets Maxi
Where my
Lopez.
boom
They
went.
get married
Whatever.
in 2008. They get 3 young kids together. And then that is when everything starts falling to shit.
3 young kids.
Really?
Holy cow. Holy cow. Okay, so before she meets Maxi Lopez, she decides, I'm not just going to be a wag, which, by the way, in Argentina, I feel like wags
What
in
is-
America.
What is a wag?
Yeah, what is that?
Wife and girlfriend. Wife and girlfriend of
Oh.
a pro athlete. So there's like football wags, there's basketball wags, there's F1 wags. Everybody has
Wait, what's the difference? Like why is there a distinction between wife and girlfriend? That don't make no sense. What?
like football wags, there's basketball wags, there's F1 wags. Everybody has a tennis wags. Okay, everybody's got
Sounds
wags.
like a slang.
Sounds like I feel like you cussing me out in some like you a tennis wag. You wag like that don't sound right, bruh.
Tennis wags. Okay, everybody's got
Sounds
wags.
like a slang.
Yeah, it's a wife and girlfriend. Yeah.
yeah.
So every sport has wags. Now in Argentina, wags are not seen the way that we see them here. Like when we see wags here, we're like, God, they're living the life. Look at them, okay? And then there's drama, and then there's like someone else is getting pregnant. There's a lot of like wag drama, and it's all about like what are the wags wearing to the competitions? Who cares about F1? I want to know what the girlies are wearing, okay? That's the vibe here.
Yo, I might be a loser, bro. No cap. I'm thinking like, why would you separate? Like, it's one person. Like, why would you separate the wife? Like, that makes no sense. It's literally one person, unless you're like saying that she gets wife and girlfriend privileges. But I'm like, that's the same thing, right? But it's literally a wife and a fucking girl, nigga. That's just cheating. What the fuck? But oh wait, but they're cool with it though. And because they're these like athletes and stuff, they okay. Yo, my eyes are open. Yo, like I obviously I'm not like, I just didn't think that, you feel me? Cause it's like, damn, but at the same time, niggas is getting money, so it's like, why? You feel me? So like, there's really nothing that you could be mad at. But I'm just like, yo, this is a completely new life that like I didn't really think about. Does the wife wag get treated differently than the girlfriend wag? Oh, hold on. Oh, wait. And so do they coordinate fits, or does sometimes, like, do they be in competition? Like, can the girlfriend wag upgrade to wife wag, and the wife wag downgrade the girlfriend wag? What the fuck are we talking about? Like, this is crazy to me, bro. I think that's just entirely too stressful. I guess not really. If you a F1 driver, you just get a new pair of wags. What the fuck?
Cares about F1. I want to know what the girlies are wearing, okay? That's the vibe here. We love them. We idolize them. They're beautiful. But then in Argentina, they're kind of looked down upon as groupies. So there's like a slightly more negative connotation to wags over there. And
Ow, them niggas getting a bag. What? The wags are getting a bag, and that has to be respected. Free everything. What? I think it's okay. I can see how that could be like, oh, they're groupies, but I feel like the people calling them groupies wouldn't mind being in that situation. So
there's like a slightly more negative connotation to wags over there. And if you are a wag, you're supposed to be grateful and quiet. That's the vibe. Like, your husband's cheating, doesn't matter. Be grateful and be quiet. Wanda's like, I'm not gonna be a wag. I'm gonna be fucking Wanda. So she decides that she's going to get some sort of certification where she can become an agent. She becomes a football agent, certified to negotiate contracts.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does she have clients? No, she's gonna marry them first. So she marries Maxi Lopez.
And she became his agent?
Yeah.
Oh, slay.
She starts trying to be his agent, and the way that she is a wag is very different. I feel like, do we know any wags like this? I don't know.
I mean, she's like, she knows her goals and she's going after it.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
She's trying to be a
impressive.
businesswoman. And
Yes, but she's very emotional about it because she's the type of person where if she is happy, if she's in a good mood with her husband or the footballers or whoever, she's going to post pictures of her Birkins in a private jet. And she's going to be like, family above all. She's going to be posting pics with her kids. She's going to be doing this, doing that. And then the minute that she's angry,
family above all.
it's going to be a 3 a.m. blurry, her crying in bed. And then it's going to say something along the lines of like, when loyalty doesn't mean loyalty.
Oh my
okay? And then you're going to be like,
gosh.
I know some shit is going.
These Drake ass captions. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Loyalty doesn't mean loyalty. Okay? And then you're going to be like, I know some shit is going down in her private life.
Oh my
And it's
goodness.
just very obvious. She just is so true to herself.
Right.
She will not be bullied by the boys of soccer. She marries Maxi Lopez, and that's how the relationship goes. But I need to introduce you to the next person first. They're all going to merge. His name is Mauro Icardi.
Mauro Icardi.
Icardi is like a pretty big name in soccer. That's why I'm
Icardi.
scared. Okay. I saw lots
Bigger
of
than Max, what is it?
Maxi Lopez. Okay, that's the thing about Maxi
George
Lopez.
Lopez.
He has a ton of trophies under his name, but they call him the trophy tourist. So what happened was he gets signed with all these European teams, and all of those teams end up winning these massive trophies, but he's always benched. So he does get the trophy under his name,
yeah.
but he's not really playing a lot of the
a
game.
superstar,
Yeah. So, but then people always thought that he was gonna be a superstar. So like a lot of people love him, but
Yeah.
So Icardi is even bigger?
Icardi is bigger,
Icardi,
yeah.
okay.
A lot of people think that he's better at playing. He's very aggressive. He's an aggressive player.
Okay.
So he grew up in Argentina as well. And, he grew up in the same hometown as Messi. So a lot of people say it's actually hard to be from that hometown.
Yeah.
Because, everyone wants to be a soccer player now because Messi's from there. And then everyone's like, well, you're never going to be Messi. And so it's kind of
Right.
like, am I supposed to try to be the next Messi or not? Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah.
So he grew up in that town. And it said that his dad worked multiple jobs working in factories just so he could play football. Like, football is not a game to Icardi. Like, football is life. And I mean, like, not in like the... Football is life way, like genuinely football is life.
Like
there was a time
it's
where
football or nothing,
Argentina's
yeah.
economy is collapsing. His dad is working at factories. His mom works a small salon. I mean, they have no money. Everybody's just betting on Icardi. Even when he's 9 years old, he's so skinny and he's just full of dreams. Everyone thought that he was gonna fail and he doesn't. They get him into Spain for like a youth soccer club. And just to give you an idea, this is a pretty legendary soccer club. And he was a legendary kid. He scored more than 500 goals during the ages of 9 and 15. So if you average that out, he's averaging like 100 goals a season. In a typical youth league, even the star player does about 20 to 30 goals a season.
Dang.
He's averaging 100 goals a season. And he's so good at scoring goals. He's so
That was nice.
cold-blooded in front of the net. That's what people call him. He's also not really like a big team player. That was kind of his thing, okay? It's like a big thing. And his parents they're like your...
Hey, listen. Sometimes you gotta be a ball hog. Kobe was a ball hog. I ain't gonna lie. But Kobe is Kobe. You feel me? When you like that, or if you feel like you like that and you demonstrate that you like that, your team just gotta low-key support, especially in those moments. But at the same time, you do gotta know that you have a team. So it's like I feel what she's saying, because it can be a bad thing. But from what I'm hearing, the nigga look nice. So if I'm nice and I'm everything I touch is gold, pass me the rock. I'm gonna bring it home for the team. Because if I win, we all win, right? So that's kind of how I'm seeing it. But I still have a team though. Can't forget that. That's facts. It is hard to like balance the two.
And his parents they're like your typical athlete parents. They're on the sidelines. They got that crock pot of home cooked meal. The other team players are like, oh, let's go out to eat together since we just did so well during practice.
And
he's
come
like,
home.
no thanks. He walks over. His mom gives him like a crock pot meal. He eats on the field. And then his mom is like, back to it. By yourself. Back on the field, bitch. Like, that's the vibe. At this point, he starts getting recruited by all the top 3 clubs. It's like Real Madrid, Arsenal, and Liverpool.
Oh my God, bro.
I don't know what I'm talking about. He gets 3. And so to put it into perspective, it's imagine you're a teenager in high school. You're doing your school plays. And then all of a sudden, Disney, HBO, Netflix, they're at your door. And they say, we want you. Don't go to them. Come to us.
They fight
he
over
picks
you.
FS Barcelona, top tier team, youth soccer
Barcelona!
club, and then he moves to a different town for this. And this is like I think one of the most famous youth academies in the entire world. Messi also went there.
Yeah.
So lots of pressure, okay? But here's the problem. At FC Barcelona, they are on like a system-based sport. So the Argentinians call it tiki-taka. So it
Tiki-taka?
just means it's like a style of play. So that the way they play soccer is everyone is supposed to be part of a machine. It's unselfish. You're not trying to be the star player. It's about equal parts to a machine. So there's constant short passing nonstop.
Oh, but he's not a team player.
Nonstop. So you barely get the ball for like 2 seconds before you're supposed to pass it to the next person and then another person and then another person. You don't really have the time to shine. Now, Icardi, on the other hand, is a striker. So his whole existence on the field is dedicated to scoring goals. It's not to pass. It's to score. So everyone is playing, sharing the ball as a unit.
But
and
he's
he would position himself
goaling.
exclusively and probably fucking annoying to his teammates right in front of the other opponent's goal so that he can try to get the ball and then strike the ball into the goal. He's not interested in learning how to work together or any of that. And once he's
but that's
19,
his job,
he starts
though.
transitioning from a youth career to the professional career. And that's where he meets his mentor. Maxi Lopez.
Whoa!
What?
Okay, so they're on the same team, but Maxi is much older, so they're like he's like a mentor. Yeah, he's more experienced.
What's their age gap?
Maxi Lopez is 8 years older than Icardi. So when Icardi is 19, he's 27.
Okay.
And then
Oh, okay.
Wanda is 2 years younger than Maxi. So she would be 25 and Icardi is 19.
Oh.
Yeah. So you have a 25-year-old and a 27-year-old that are married with 3 kids, 3 boys, okay? And then you have a 19-year-old who's transitioning from youth soccer teams, like
To
the youth
professional.
league, to the professional league.
This is wild.
Yeah, and then okay, so a lot of people say
Jeez.
that when there is a player that's transitioning from youth to professional, they will take on like they'll be godparented by someone. It's like a very sentimental term in Spanish that I cannot pronounce, but it basically means like this is a mentor that's not just taking you in on the field.
They're like your
They'll
pops.
usually take you into their home. They'll teach you like how to become an adult in terms of well, when the professional leagues they try to negotiate this way, like you need to look out for yourself this way. Like
That's
they teach
fire.
you locker room code.
Like a Godfather.
fire.
almost.
Yeah, they like teach you all the nuances of like this is the captain, this is the owner of the team, like this is how you should behave in these types of settings.
my
When there's
God.
this sort of gala, you dress like this. Like it's someone who teaches you the ropes of professional
Wait.
league sports.
But he didn't move into their house, right?
He lived in their house for quite a minute and sometimes he would babysit the kids. He would go on family trips with
No.
them and he would babysit the kids.
Oh my god.
So, you know where this
my
is gonna
God.
go, right? Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So Maxi introduces Wanda to Icardi because he's like, duh, this is my wife. And I imagine as a 27-year-old and your wife is around the same age as you, you would never imagine introducing them to a 19-year-old boy would do something.
Yeah.
Because they're
19
they're
is crazy.
19, bro.
He looked so young.
Yeah.
He has a baby face.
Right.
yeah.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
But you know, what kind of relationship are Wanda and Maxi Lopez even in? Because how can a 19-year-old come into the picture and just stir shit up? Let me go back.
Why you say that?
Let me go back. You know that feeling when you come home late from work and
I
those
don't know that feeling, dude. What are we saying, bro? He went on family trips? He took care of the kids, bruh? Yo, I be so heated. No cap. You got me pent to the bone. What are we talking about?
Maxi Lopez and Wanda meet at a party. Now, a lot of people think that Wanda had this all planned, that a friend called her and was like, hey, I'm going to this party and there's going to be some famous footballers there. By this point, he had already signed I think like a $6-7 million contract with a European team. It does increase more, but that was just the beginning. So they're like, you got to show up, Wanda. Wanda's like, duh. She flies to the other side of the country to show up to this party, walks in, and he falls in love. It is said that she walked in just like messy hair, looking not super done up. So that's Wanda. Wanda never wants to be categorized as a groupie, even though sometimes she kind of does groupie shit, you know what I mean? But that's okay. But she doesn't want to be categorized as one. She doesn't want these footballers to look at her and think, oh, this is like a one night stand groupie. So she's dressed very differently than you would imagine what, like, I guess would appeal to a ton of pro athletes, and he's into it. He falls in love.
she's playing
they get
along.
engaged. They have this huge wedding
Oh,
ceremony.
bro,
That's
I
like
thought
a
she was talking about the
Kardashian-style
19-year-old.
TV special. It just looks. It was like a 5-layer cake, a skyscraper of 200 bottles of top tier champagne. The guest list was all-star football players. It was the royal wedding. Even the hotel suites, each room had each guest's name engraved onto the door.
Engraved?
And then right after, Maxi Lopez goes back to training. Wanda goes on a trip with her friends, and it's like a modern football romance. They do a ton of interviews together, and it's like this very inspirational, traditional Cinderella story. They're both young. He's successful, good at what he does. She's about to be a homemaker because she's about to have children, and it's going to be this incredible thing. So they get 3 golden sons. That's what they're called, okay? 2009, 2010, 2012. They have 3 sons. Maxi Lopez, provider, soccer player. Wanda, amazing mom. That was supposed to be the image, right? Because usually that's how it goes in the world of football.
But
Is it?
That's how it goes. See, that's like the pro athlete culture. And like, that's not even just athlete culture. That's CEO culture. That's any one party is rich culture. It's the husband sometimes will be acting a fool, doing all these crazy things. However,
That's low-key facts, I ain't
the
gonna lie.
wife gives PR statements. She stays at home with the kids. She buys a new Ferrari
Yeah.
every other month, you know, and then they don't complain. That's the culture. Should that be normal? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just
Yeah,
saying that's
that's the
typically
culture,
what
yeah,
happens.
yeah.
However, Wanda doesn't want to do that. She doesn't like the silent wife act. So near the end of their relationship, she starts going to these reporters and saying that despite being in a Ferrari every day, she is completely alone. She leaks to the press that she feels like a luxury high-end servant who's raising their 3 sons while he's living his life like a bachelor. And everyone's like, we're not used to this. We are not used
She's
to this.
saying this?
Especially Argentinian football players. They're not used to this. So my researcher was telling me, like, again, the WAGs are supposed to be very grateful and quiet. That's the vibe. You get to live this luxury life.
So
but you
shut up,
be grateful
essentially.
and you be quiet
Yeah.
and you don't air out dirty laundry. And typically there's a shit ton of dirty laundry. And then sometimes the husbands are so freaking dumb that they get caught doing their dirty laundry in public. And then the wife gives a PR statement. They give a PR statement and they go back to being a happy family and being quiet and grateful. And then all over again. But Wanda's like, I don't even care. You guys don't even know anything, but I'm going to let you know I'm not happy. I don't want to be here. And everyone's like, this is crazy. So a lot of people get mad at Wanda. They're not mad at what she said because there's a lot of truth to what she said.
They're mad
they
at
just
that
don't
she
like that she said it out loud, basically.
nigga, mad. You should never get mad at the person that says the quiet part out loud. Like what? It's like, okay, if she feel a certain way, then she feel a certain way. I'm not really seeing what's the problem. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It's the mother of his 3 kids. The fuck? Oh, brother. Oh, brother.
And so this is like near the rocky part of their relationship. Maxi Lopez is like, you know what? I don't like my home life. I'm going to take on a little brother on the soccer team. I'm going to take in 19-year-old Icardi. And I'm going to invite him into my home, to the dinner table, onto my yacht with my family, with my wife and 3 sons, because he's like the little brother that I never had.
Yikes.
This one season, they really only just had one season where they played on the same team, would change the history of their lives. It would change everything. So in 2013, Maxi Lopez and Wanda call it quits. They announced to the public that they're getting a divorce, that they're going to be co-parenting, focusing on their sons, and nobody's shocked because at this point, Wanda had been slowly complaining with more higher frequency of how unhappy she was in her family life. So people are like, okay, that makes sense. We knew this was coming. But what we did not know was coming is that suddenly she just starts very quickly publicly flirting on Instagram with one of Maxi Lopez's teammates,
Icardi?
Icardi. And everyone is so confused because, I mean, this is
he
like the
flirting back?
conservative world of professional sports. The ex-wife of a player usually has like a very specific role, which is you're just like now the mother of a player's children. The other players are not supposed to date you. They're not supposed to marry you. They're not supposed to hang out with you, really. Like, it's like a very different... You're there to like take your alimony and protect the player's reputation. Again, do I agree with that? No, you should burn the house down if you feel like it. But I'm just saying that's what's expected.
Right.
And Wanda is out there publicly.
I'm gonna give it a buck. I love that she's doing the unexpected, or she's moving exactly how she wants to move, regardless of, you feel me? There's some part of me that's like, hell yeah, you do whatever the fuck you want to. You feel me?
I'm just saying that's what's expected. And Wanda is out there publicly flirting with Icardi on Instagram.
That's crazy though.
And this just blows up.
That's
How
kind of
old
crazy.
was Icardi then?
2013, so probably 20, 21.
Oh.
Yeah. And he starts publicly flirting back. Because it's one thing if Wanda's...
No, you did that. Yeah, I I ain't gonna lie, bro. Oh my god, I gotta fix my soundboard. I ain't gonna lie. Try. My soundboard is broken. I don't know what the hell happened, but this shit literally don't work. I gotta get my soundboard back, bro. She is having so much fun. I wanna have fun too, bro. Oh my goodness, she really added it in there?
And he starts publicly flirting back. Because it's one thing if Wanda's just flirting, because maybe it's like, oh, she's being so messy, she's crashing out.
Yeah.
But Icardi is also interacting with her post, liking all of her like thirst traps.
crazy.
And everyone's like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And just to give you an idea, once these start going viral of them having flirtations on Instagram, people start digging up other things. And they go all the way back to 2005. This is when Maxi Lopez is like becoming the star at Barcelona soccer team. Icardi is a child. He's a kid. He goes to the Barcelona Youth Academy and he approaches Maxi Lopez for an autograph and they take a picture together. And it's just like a short, tiny little Icardi and a full-grown Maxi Lopez.
Okay, now this is fucked up, right? Just listen to me. But on some fucked up shit, it's like, damn, bro, you used to look up to the nigga. Now you not only are you a considered better soccer player than him, arguably a better football player than him, but like you talking to his wife and shit, she fucking, oh my goodness, this nigga is like, it's like when you look up to your idols and then you stand above your idols. This nigga's, oh, this is so messed up. Yo, this is actually really messed up on Icardi's part. Do you think something like this is happening in America with like our famous sports teams? But they're just under NDAs and shit like that? Interesting. I'm getting like new pathways are unlocking in my head because of this. No cap. I feel like I've been introduced to a much more like messier like side of relationships, if I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, especially on that like scale, because I already assumed that it's probably as messy as it can get, but like this is just a new lane, new avenue, you feel me?
Short, tiny
This is
little
crazy.
Icardi and a
This is
full-grown
crazy.
Maxi Lopez.
Yeah.
And now he's stealing his wife.
Like what?
He's stealing his wife.
Oh man.
Like a few months after the divorce is finalized.
How the world works, right?
Right,
Yeah,
bro.
and they start, okay, so they go from just
one
like
sick
flirting
joke.
online and then just straight up like let it be known we are together. Wanda has this song that she likes called You and Only You, and I think she like tweets about it. Icardi retweets and says, "For you, my love, but I like the one you dedicated to me better." And so he's like dedicating songs back
On the timeline, dude.
to her, and he's like, "My heart is in your hands, be careful." He literally tweets this to Wanda, so everybody is having a full-blown meltdown. The soccer fans don't even know what to do. Which jersey do they keep? Do they burn their jerseys? Do they burn the house down? Do they never touch a ball ever again? Nobody understands what's happening right now. And there's always this undertone that Wanda and Icardi are dating. Like, it's pretty known that they're dating because they're doing this publicly, but they're not like coming out being like, "Hey guys, so we're engaged." People thought that would be the first thing that happens. But no, instead we just get the handshake wars.
Handshake.
Handshake wars. This becomes almost like a geopolitical
What the hell is that?
discourse. This is dissected by news stations as if we're going into like a
Ain't no
UN
news stations
summit,
talking about some
as if we're
handshake
going
wars.
into Davos. Okay, what they would do is anytime, now they're on separate teams. Maxi Lopez and Icardi are on separate teams. And anytime two teams play against each
They have
other,
to shake hands
they
at the
all
end.
line up in a row and they do handshakes before they run onto the
Oh,
field.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So then, so everyone's like, wait, are they gonna shake hands? Are Maxi Lopez and Icardi gonna shake hands?
Do
Well,
they
Maxi has never said anything?
He doesn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, is he gonna shake Icardi's hand?
Yeah, yeah,
What?
yeah.
And so we see all these. This gets more clicks than the actual soccer match. They had something called Handshake Cam dedicated to this. Usually, nobody gives a fuck about the Handshake Cam because everybody just shakes each other's hands. There's nothing really crazy about it. It's supposed to be about sportsmanship, right? Who cares about sportsmanship? But now that it's Maxi and Icardi, they're like, we gotta get the handshake cam. And even for like the 48 hours before a game, people are on all the sports channels. ESPN is like, are they going to shake hands? Only time will tell. Last time they didn't. Last time we thought we saw some contact, but no, it was a snub. It was this. I mean, they're genuinely talking about it like we dissect.
So they never shake hands or something?
At the end of the day,
That they gotta end.
nosy ass people.
And every
God.
single time, Maxi Lopez does not shake Icardi's hand.
Ooh. But Icardi does. Oh man.
Maxi Lopez does not shake Icardi's hand. Ever. Never, ever, ever.
Damn.
It's like immortalized in the history of soccer. The pettiness is solidified in memes. He never shakes his hand. And as Wanda and Icardi's relationship gets
He never. Damn. I mean, low key, that's probably the best way he could play it. Cause it ain't like you could crash out. You gonna lose your position. It's not like you could be buddy. Niggas gonna look at you weird. Really the only way he could play it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Dang, that's funny. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, I'm kind of invested, bro.
And as Wanda and Icardi's relationship gets a lot more public, people are trying to understand how it happened. Is this the reason that Maxi Lopez and Wanda broke up, or is it not? Now, people are getting suspicious because Wanda was yapping her mouth to a reporter saying that she was unhappy, he's living the bachelor life, and she's just raising these 3 sons. Meanwhile, Maxi Lopez eventually comes out and is like, that's not true at all. Like, this divorce happened when we were good. Nothing bad was happening in our relationship, and then we got a divorce, and then turns out she's dating Icardi, so you can come to your own conclusions. We don't know what the truth is. Was Wanda already considering dating Icardi? And then she starts leaking information to the press where she's like, no, I'm so miserable, so that eventually when she does break up with Maxi Lopez and then moves on, people are going to be like, oh, well, it was Maxi's fault for ignoring her. And also, there's a lot of leaks where it just seems like Maxi doesn't know how to hold it down in the bedroom. That was the vibe it was giving.
What
And
does that
Maxi,
mean?
like, he's not
Based on what leaks? Just
basically
rumors?
Wanda.
Like, what is she? Nah, she's tripping, bro. Damn, Wanda Loki a genius though. Think about it, tribe. She is playing all of these niggas in a way that is keeping her paid.
You know,
That's
and then
crazy that
Maxi's
she's
like,
saying
no,
that.
the sheets were still warm. Okay,
What?
when you left.
What?
It's just like, we don't know if, was this cheating? How many
What?
codes were
Does that-
broken? That's what people want to know.
It
What
sounds
does like sheets still warm when you were leaving?
exactly.
It's like, we're still doing it. We're still in love. And then all of a sudden, like, you're cheating. You're cheating, you know?
Oh, when you're cheating, my sheets are still warm.
Yes.
You just got your ass out of the sheets.
Yeah, it could be that.
So
Or
he's calling her out essentially. He's saying that she okay.
My sheets are still warm.
Yes.
You just got your ass out of the sheets.
yeah, it could be that. Or we're also still romantically involved and you're cheating,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You know, versus like Wanda made it seem like I've been alone for so
Yeah.
long.
Got you,
Yes,
got
we're
you.
married, but he's never home. I'm alone, and in my loneliness,
I decided to
may
go
have
find companionship.
found
Yeah.
happiness. You
Yeah.
know, that was kind of her vibe, and he's like, "What do
Because
you?"
that's the way. That's the easiest way or the best way to play it, to also get the sympathy of the public. Versus he was like madly in love with her, and she just decided to. You feel me?
And in my loneliness, I may have found happiness. You know, that was kind of her vibe. And he's like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
What are you saying, lady? So we don't know what the truth is. You can come to your own conclusion. But people are trying to find the timeline. Was she seeing Icardi before the divorce? Was it after? Was he a rebound that turned into something serious?
Yeah.
Or was this the plan all along? She like plotted it. She was like, you know what? I kind of like that one. And so she divorces Maxi Lopez and then starts dating. Or did the dating start happening when she was still married? Like, people are trying to understand what this is.
like,
There's also like lots
do
of
we have those
bizarre
answers?
leaks that start happening.
Like what? Like
There's
what?
a paparazzi picture of all of them at the son's birthday party. So it's Maxi and Wanda's son's birthday. There's this birthday party with all of their 3 sons, but then like Icardi is there, and there's a whole like paparazzi picture of it, and it just looks really uncomfortable that they're all there in the same room celebrating the son's birthday.
Oh, this is in their future. They're
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this is happening.
Right now.
Yeah.
So they do group like birthday celebration.
Yeah. And so
Co-parenting.
everyone's like, what's happening? Like, it's getting serious, right? And then there's a leaked phone call. We don't know how it's leaked, but it's leaked.
Whoa.
Where it's Maxie screaming at Wanda, who's like, next time, if you ever let that guy into another birthday party, I'm going to rip both of y'all's heads off. And then Icardi does something absolutely insane. He gets Wanda and Maxi Lopez's sons' names tattooed on him.
Yo, this is like really messy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Low key, them niggas got a slap box for 45 seconds minimum, bro. What the hell? What? No, we might have to just fuck the slap box, pull out the blickies. Like I'm about to crash out, bro. I'm literally gonna crash and like that. Just thinking about that, bro. It's like my ex-wife's boyfriend is getting my son's names tatted on his body, and then I have to see this nigga at birthdays. I have to see this nigga at playoffs. I have to see this nigga in the game.
Literally, why?
Yeah. So this whole fallout between Maxi Lopez and Icardi is like a global catastrophe. It's just like a mess. To the point where people come up with a new slang for it.
understatement.
Instead of saying like, oh, you got cheated on, they say like you got Icardi'd, which means you got cheated on with your partner and your friend. So it's like a very specific term. It's like worse than cheating. It's when your friend cheats with your partner.
Oh my
And it becomes a
gosh.
whole ass verb.
You got Icardi'd.
Icardi'd. I think in this situation, a lot of people were expecting some sort of
Crash out?
at least display of shame from Icardi.
Oh.
Whether he goes into hiding and he only focuses on soccer, football, and he doesn't post and he doesn't go on social media. Maybe he even deletes his social media or he deletes all of his previous posts. But that's not at all what he does. He does not hide in shame. Instead, he uses Twitter like it's a public diary. He'll be out there posting stuff like, "Good night to you at Wanda. I need one of these kisses." And this is like before the divorce is finalized.
Dang.
So they announce that
On the main timeline though, bruh. Think about that. Like then that nigga Maxi Lopez gonna have to.
Dang.
So they announce that they're getting divorced, but like divorce papers take a very long time, especially between Maxi and Wanda, where there's a lot of assets and Maxi thinks that he's entitled to more assets because it was his career. And then like there's like a back and forth, but they're still legally married.
What the hell did you just say, Noona? Sorry, I was just really thinking about the ramifications of just him really treating Twitter like it's just his private.
Dang.
So they announce that they're getting divorced, but like divorce papers take a very long time, especially between Maxi and Wanda, where there's a lot of assets and Maxi thinks that he's entitled to more assets because it was his career. And then like there's like a back and forth, but they're still legally married. And Icardi is posting, "I need a kiss from you, Wanda," who is still legally the wife of somebody else. And people
you
are
can't
just
do that.
confused.
Can
There
you?
is no code of soccer. There's no bro code for Icardi. He's setting all the codes on fire and then fucking roasting marshmallows over the flames and just expects us to be happy with it.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
But then here's what's weird. You know when a love story is so insane, like Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, because at the end of the day, Brad Pitt was still married to Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about those.
What?
Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt was married to Jennifer Aniston. He does the Mr. and Mrs. Smith movie with Angelina Jolie. Then he gets a divorce and he marries Angelina Jolie.
Oh, T.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I
But
didn't know
then
that.
they stay together for so long and they have so many beautiful children together that people start thinking, okay, well, yeah, what they did was wrong. What they did was wrong. But maybe they're soulmates.
Yeah.
Like maybe they're meant to be together.
Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt. Yeah, bro, then yeah, it's like it's.
So people start kind of around 2014, they start shifting like maybe Icardi and Wanda are soulmates. Like maybe that's why they're so blatant about it. That's why Icardi is not even upset. And because Icardi is so blatant and not ashamed of what he's done to his former teammate.
I'm scared where this is gonna go.
Maybe Maxi did something fucked up that we just don't know about. Like maybe he is a fucked up guy. People start kind of trying to wrap their minds around it. And in 2014, the two of them, Wanda and Icardi, announced that they're gonna get married. And people start doing true love posts. They're doing magazines of her in bridal gowns, and it's saying like the love story. Everything starts getting love washed. It no longer becomes you got Icardi'd to oh my gosh, look at this modern fairy tale of another footballer and his wag. People are starting to drown out the noise of the betrayal. They're moving on. They just want another love story. Oh, another thing, Icardi, he'll score a goal and he'll dedicate his goals to Wanda. And I was thinking, like, what do you mean he's, like, dedicating the goals to Wanda? Like, you know how Korean soccer players, they'll, like, kiss their ring and, like, point at their wife because they're married?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of players will, like, kiss their wedding ring and then, you know, put their hand in the sky. And then their wife is like, right? But then he pulls out a whole shirt that's, like, love Wanda. he scores a goal, runs to grab a white t-shirt, and he's, like, holding up this t-shirt that's, like, love Wanda, basically.
Wow.
Yo, this nigga bold, bruh. There's no type of nunchi with dog. He ain't got no type of nunchi, bruh. Like, read the room. You don't know where you at, my nigga? Yo, this is actually kind of crazy. Like, the amount of shamelessness you must have to ignore. Because think about it. He literally, like, he in the back of his head, I know he thinking, I'm saying I love you to a woman whose relation is to a man that basically godfather me into the sport that I'm doing. Like, soccer is life, and he helped me achieve that dream. And then I took his wife. I stole his ex-wife. So fucked up.
He's like holding up this t-shirt that's like love Wanda, basically.
Wow.
So fucked up.
He's so shameless about all of this.
Right.
And then he writes a book. He writes a book. He comes out with a book just when everyone's like, this is going to be a love story. This is true love. This is their soulmates. He comes out with the book and we go,
Oh, what? What the hell?
So he writes in his book, the whole love story unravels when he was going to fly to the US for a match. And Wanda DMs him, asking him to buy her an iPad. Like, she's going to pay for the iPad. Just, like, get the iPad because it's cheaper in the US. So buy the iPad and bring it to me.
Okay.
Icardi, being the world's most self-aware homewrecker, actually writes in his book along the lines of, like, did she really want the iPad? Or was she just looking for an excuse to get in touch with me? And then the story moves on to the infamous boat trip. I don't know if Icardi thinks that we don't understand social media and timelines, but he writes this book where he's like, so what happened was we were on a yacht. It was with Wanda and Maxi Lopez and
Is
another
this
couple.
book like his diary of their love story? Is that what it was?
Yeah, it's like a autobiography, basically, like a memoir.
Okay.
Okay. So
Why
then he's like
do
a
we
fifth
want
wheel.
that? Like,
He's like a fifth wheel on this yacht trip. And he's writing about it. And he said that was the moment that everything changed because after Maxi Lopez and everybody else went to sleep, he and Wanda stayed up and they just had these intimate chats.
That's crazy.
Okay? But what's crazier is that we actually have a photo from this trip that we didn't know what was happening behind the scenes when we got this photo. But now in hindsight, it has been dubbed the Trojan horse moment. Yeah. It's a picture of Wanda, Maxi Lopez, and Icardi on this yacht. Oh, yeah. And why is it called the Trojan horse? You know what the Trojan horse is? It's like a wartime thing where you have this horse.
Yeah,
you
like
know,
a
the Trojan
fake-
horse.
and the
So you
guy-
put
see-
the enemies in the horse. You think it's an empty horse, but then boom! It basically means the enemy.
But yeah, you feel me? That's basically what it is.
Enemies in the horse, you think it's an empty horse, but then boom. It basically means the enemy is already inside.
Hey, we got backdoored.
You're saying Icardi is the horse?
Yes.
Trojan horse moment doesn't
He
mean
48
he's the
us.
horse, doesn't mean he's inside the horse. The meaning behind Trojan horse moment is that, by the time that the enemy is inside the house, it's too late.
Right.
Too late.
There's nothing else that you can do. And
Behind
that's
enemy
exactly
lines.
what Icardi says in his book. He's like, while everybody else is asleep, I'm having these intimate talks with Wanda and I'm feeling zero guilt about it. So while Maxi Lopez thinks that he's just hosting a friend on a family vacation, he was actually chaperoning the start of an affair involving his wife. And instead of hiding from all of this hate, they basically lean into it. Wanda and Icardi, they do the "we're not sorry" apology tour. They just move forward like they're in some sort of war and it's them against the world. And that's why people feel like maybe they were meant to be soulmates.
So
This
people
whole-
don't like both of them.
Yeah, but Icardi is a little bit more memed than Wanda is.
Oh.
Like, okay, no, I think Wanda gets the real hate. Wanda gets the real hate of like home records, whore, slut, whatever applies. Okay, whatever you want to slap a label on a girl.
Paid.
Okay,
She
getting all
paid,
of that.
though. She
Icardi,
paid,
on the
though.
other hand, is kind of getting the home wrecker thing, but he's just getting memed. Like, he's just a meme. He's not really being hated. Now, in 2014, they did this whole Pepsi commercial that has since gone viral. Okay, it's mainly Icardi, and it starts with him in the locker room, and there's like this Pepsi bottle behind a glass cage, like one of those fire extinguishers.
Okay, just to be funny, it has somebody's name on it. It's not supposed to be his, but he steals it anyway because he's used to stealing from his teammates. But that's fucked up though, you know? Like, that's fucked up. Nigga used to steal it from his teammates, bruh. Nah, that's actually so messed up. Who would do such a thing?
Pepsi bottle behind a glass cage, like one of those fire extinguishers behind the glass, and
Wait.
you have to break the glass. And it
my
says like, "Do not
Nigga. I'm a comedian. Whoa. I'm a prophet or a comedian. Which one? Can I be both? I just predicted that.
cage, like one of those fire extinguishers behind the glass, and you have to break the glass." And it's
Okay, that's not really like that's probably an easy prediction, right? That's like an easy joke, easy layup of a joke. You're right. My fault. I got excited, bro.
a glass cage, like one of those fire extinguishers behind the glass, and you have to break the glass. And it says like, "Do not touch what is not yours," or something like that. Do not touch what is not yours, or like what doesn't belong to you. And he breaks open the glass and he takes off the lid of the Pepsi bottle. Okay, and then he goes around, he's hugging his teammates, and as he's hugging them, he's twisting off the lid of their Pepsi bottles. So it was this whole promotion that if you steal, not if you steal, but if you have like 7 Pepsi bottle lids, you could get a free Pepsi at participating locations.
Right, but the whole reason they did that is leaning into it, right?
And then at the end, from his last heist of the Pepsi bottle lid, there's like a McLaren waiting. I don't know if it's a McLaren, Lamborghini.
They on some body and cloche. Y'all are not slick. They not slick. No, God, they not slick. I'm seeing through it all, bro. And low key, I kind of respect it.
Heist of the
I
Pepsi
kinda
bottle
rate
lid.
it, bro.
There's like a
rate
McLaren waiting.
it.
I don't know if it's a McLaren, Lamborghini, whatever, waiting
DeLorean.
outside getaway car.
And there's Wanda.
driving
Oh,
the
wow.
car, and he
Is this not the Taylor Swift set where she was talking about the...
outside getaway car.
And there's Wanda.
driving.
This is literally the Taylor Swift music video house mansion. Am I tripping? No, it's not. I'm just an idiot. My fault. Okay, continuing.
Lamborghini, whatever, waiting outside getaway car.
And there's Wanda.
This is
driving
crazy.
the car, and he gets in, and they just skr off.
Skr.
Yo, why is it always Pepsi?
Pepsi is always at the scene of the crime.
Pepsi
Yeah.
is...
Pepsi is always at the scene of the
Pepsi, no
motherfucking
marketing.
crime.
The Jenner one's also Pepsi, right? Is it the Jenner?
The not Kris Jenner, Kendall Jenner. Yes. Why
Right?
did her
Okay,
name
okay.
just? Yes, Kendall Jenner. Scene of the crime. Always scene of the crime.
What was that
okay?
one?
And there was just zero shame. Everybody was like, "What is happening?" And this is airing like primetime TV locations, probably in between Maxi Lopez's football matches. By May 2014, they're getting married in a civil ceremony. And the whole thing, I mean, it was supposed to just be like a warm up. And their big wedding, this is where it gets really crazy. It feels like it's the wedding of the royal family. They've got armed guards with rifles standing about. Everybody is supposed to turn in their phones so they can't leak anything, so that they can't do anything. And the pictures come out. They do all these wedding video promos that are just over the top and kind of cringy. Yeah, I don't know whose idea it was, but they do like a Pride and Prejudice themed wedding video. It's weird. It's just weird. I don't even know how to describe it other than like I can show it to you, but it's just weird. It's just it's like if your nemesis in high school posts a wedding video and you're like, you would have a weird video like that, you know, and then you judge them and then you're like, you know what, that's what you get for bullying people in high school. It's kind of like that, but they're rich and famous, so I don't know why they did it like that, but they have this massive wedding. It looks somehow romantic despite how their relationship even starts, and people thought this is it. This is like the Bonnie and Clyde story.
Okay, so based off of the way she's framing this,
all the other football
it's
players,
not it.
yeah, they have the
Hold on, just tell
Cinderella
me,
stories,
Noona, just
and
tell
like
me.
that's the story that Wanda had with Maxi Lopez. But now this is the Bonnie and Clyde. This is the ride or
I mean, they
die.
look good
This
together.
is the us against the world. This is the who cares if they don't understand us kind of love. And people start idolizing it, and they're like, you know what? We can maybe get behind it.
You say 2014?
2014, we got
So
a
we got
lot.
12 years to go, huh? Damn.
Yo, she's
And
laughing
then
too much.
immediately after that, they have kids. And my Argentinian researcher was like, okay, so that's the thing with a lot of traditional families in Argentina. The minute that you have kids, she's untouchable.
Like this is a real
This is
family.
legitimate.
Yes,
maybe?
yes. And then like when you talk Wanda, it's almost
You're
like,
shit-talking the
why
whole
are
family.
you trying to break up a family?
Okay.
So they go on and they have 2 daughters and they start co-parenting. So they'll watch the 3 sons that she had from the previous relationship with Maxi Lopez. And then they also have their 2 daughters.
Okay.
And he gets all of their names tattooed on his arm. And it's just like a lot. And it's going to be a lot later when you find out what happens. Because you thought this was a happy love story. You thought this was the end of the month. We're
No. Noona, I and the tribe are used to the way you frame things, so I sufficiently warned you, and I feel like we're prepared for this shit to completely turn around, but I don't know what the hell you mean it's gonna be a lot more. I'm like kind of scared, because I was only prepared for... There is a part 2 to this too, so it's like, how... Oh.
Because you thought this was a happy love story. You thought this was the end of the month.
No, we
We're
didn't.
still like 20% there.
What? Nah, you're... What?
And
No.
in 2016, she becomes Icardi's official wifeager. So wife and agent and manager by 2016.
Wifeager.
And up until 2016, I would say that their relationship, by most accounts, seems stable enough.
Enough?
It was all about like their 3 favorite words are strength, loyalty, and family. Like they're just really honing.
Oh my god, it's like on a freaking wooden board in wholesale or like Home Goods or something, bro. It's like enter or welcome or love, laugh, live. That's on some Pinterest board somewhere.
3 favorite words are strength, loyalty, and family. Like they're just really honing in, and it's
Loyalty?
almost like, yeah, and they're trying to like normalize the picture of them being together. So they would just do these copious amounts of live
Loyalty?
streams where they're just sitting on the couch chit-chatting with everybody on the live stream next to each other, and people got used to seeing them together more than they got used to seeing Wanda with Maxi Lopez. So this becomes the new normal, and everyone's like, oh yeah, like this is just a couple that now we accept. But then like once in a while people go, do you remember how they got together? Like it's one of those things where nobody really brings it up anymore because you've seen so much of them. They're so saturated. They're
Yeah.
everywhere. So then suddenly she becomes the wifeager in 2016. And this is when the relationship takes another shift because it goes from strength, loyalty to family. And now Wanda's out here making money moves. And Wanda knows what she's doing and she's smart at it. She's a very intelligent woman. But she
I said this.
sometimes I don't know if it's like she has a well thought out plan and it ends up backfiring, or sometimes, like most men, you know, the emotions get ahead of her and she just starts rapid firing Instagram posts, random story mid negotiations. Like she just becomes way too vocal, which a lot of the older institutions in soccer did not appreciate. For example, Icardi gets signed to an Italian team and he actually gets named the captain of the team. And the captain is really important. The captain is not like, oh, you're the star player of the team, so you're going to be captain. It's a huge deal to be captain. Captains are seen as the mediators. So they're handling the stress from the owners of the team. They're like, you guys better fucking get it together. And then they're handling the stress of all the teammates that are like, we're overworked, we're exhausted, we're dying, like this isn't fair. And then they're complaining to the captain, and they're supposed to be able to handle all these things in a very diplomatic way. They're in charge of the locker room. They're in charge of the code of conduct from the players. They're in charge of, like, if one of their team...
Wait, Icardi's in charge of code of conduct for... Okay, continue. I'm
in charge of the code of conduct from the players. They're in charge of, like, if one of their teammates is rude to another team, they're kind of the one that gets the fallback of that, because you're the captain. You're supposed to keep everybody in check. What's happening? Icardi is not that. I don't even really know how he gets named captain, and that's not to say that he's not a... Like, he's an incredible player, but he doesn't like press conferences, for one. That's a huge thing. Captains are all about vague. If you know how to be vague and not answer the question while answering a question, if you know how to be a politician, you're probably going to be the captain of the team, because you're supposed to say things to not offend the teams, not offend other players, not offend the fans, not offend the owners, not offend the institution, while still answering.
Whoa. That's like a whole bunch of rules, my nigga. What do you mean?
Not offend the fans, not offend the owners, not offend the institution, while still answering a question that is basically setting you up to offend one of those people. And he doesn't like that. He does not like that at all. He's not, like I said, he doesn't love the whole like team unit, it seems. Like, he's a really good player. I don't know if he... I mean, obviously, I don't think it's slanderous to say that he doesn't respect the bonds of the team when he just got with his ex-teammate's wife.
It's not slanderous, so, it's just factious.
He's an interesting...
Not factuitous. I almost just called you a fascist, and I don't think... No, factuitous. What is it? Is that even a word? Oh my god, it is a word!
Factious.
Wow. Wait, that causes division, disagreement, or dissension within a larger group. What the hell? Oh my god, bro, these stupid ass words. So whatever, she's not lying.
His ex-teammate's wife. So
it's facts.
He's an interesting captain.
Yeah.
And Wanda
very
just starts doing some crazy things.
Like what?
I think when you think team captain, you're picturing like a very solid person. And then you got the team captain's wife going to talk shows saying, we do it 12 times a day. And everyone's like, I don't think we need to know this. Yeah, she's like, we do it. We do the do. He's scoring a goal 12 times a day in the bedroom. And so everyone's like, what is happening? This is like the captain of the team, and every time she says something, it's going to go viral, obviously. Some people are really mad at her for these statements. I think that's crazy. Other people are saying, look at her. She's just
doing her
girl
thing.
Bossing all the way to the sun.
Right.
Like, these are literal comments that people are leaving. And then this is where it gets really bad.
But like, why is she saying that?
Soccer fans, I think at this point, they don't really care. They like Icardi. They like what he does on the field. They think it's a scandal. But like any other male pro athlete, a scandal of any sort of crime or any sort of moral, ethical dilemma does not impact their career. The fans are like, I don't care what he does in his personal life. I don't care if he's a convicted felon. I love him. I love sticking their balls in my mouth. That's what they do. And so they have no problem with this at all up until Wanda comes around and she does not impact their career. The fans are like, I don't care what he does in his personal life. I don't care if he's a convicted felon. I love him. I love sticking their balls in my mouth. That's what they do. And so they have no problem with this at all up until Wanda comes around and she starts complaining that Icardi's teammates are not giving him good passes.
Oh, I thought, yo. Oh my gosh. Yo, Noona's hilarious, bro. That was funny as fuck. I love sticking their balls in their mouth. Like, that's funny. That's so facts. That's so facts.
He's a convicted felon. I love him. I love sticking their balls in my mouth.
That's what they do. And so they have no problem with this at all up until Wanda comes around and she starts complaining that Icardi's teammates are not giving him good passes. She starts publicly stating that they barely give him 5 good balls, meaning like 5 good passes that he needs to score. So she's almost saying he's not scoring because he's not getting the balls from the teammates and the other teammates are shit.
Does she play soccer?
My husband is a genius, but he's surrounded by losers who can't pass him a ball. That's the energy her words are coming out. And it's like a declaration of war. The fans go insane. And like the fans that I'm telling you about, a lot of these super fans are also heavily misogynistic.
I was about to say incels. They're 1,000% so many. Oh, GGs. This is probably why my sis did not want me to get into sports so much. Communities that involve sports is very, very toxic. Same with politics. And it'd be so interesting to me because it's like, damn, bruh, just go suck his meat if you want. Just go ahead, bro. You want to so badly. Try. Oh my gosh. Shit don't affect your life in any way, shape, or form, but you care so much about it, which is like fair because you can't really say that about the enjoyment of things that people really, really are passionate about. But it was when you're willing to sort of speak so like disgustingly for those things, it's like you're a loser, bro. Come on, fuck up out of here. That shit really weird to me, bro. This goes back to that parasocialism where you lose all sides of rationality because you're so heavily invested, bro, to the point where you're talking real spicy when you not even like that for real. It's interesting. It's really interesting. What's even more interesting is because I'm in a space where my whole sort of job is to visibly show that I've become as invested or as obsessed like how the people are watching me. And so if I'm genuine about my shit, which I am, obviously I end up really becoming that invested and that obsessed. So I can't help but get it though. So it's like I genuinely get it, but I just know from a personal standpoint, I'm never gonna be pushed to a point where I'm gonna talk crazy to a complete stranger in support of something just because they don't like it the same way that I do. So then my thinking is, what's different about the way I'm thinking? What makes how was I raised differently than the other person that thinks that they can just talk like that? That's what there's like a disconnect there that I'm curious about.
Telling you about, a lot of these super fans are also heavily misogynistic. So they just hate the fact that this wife is outspoken and they have now deemed Icardi not good anymore because he's being controlled by a woman. So he's just letting her walk him by the balls. And they're commenting things like that and they're so upset. They start posting videos of them lighting his jerseys on fire. There's like a group of super fans who will chant for like 90 minutes at soccer games. I don't know how they don't lose their voice, but they mobbed him almost as he's walking out of a game. They're like throwing his jersey back at them. They bought his jerseys. They're throwing it back at him. They're really upset over that.
Wait, they bought it and threw it away? I mean, that's like low-key disrespect. High-key. That's actually really disrespectful.
They bought his jerseys.
Damn.
They're throwing it back at him. They're really upset over this. There's multiple folds of why they're upset. They first think it's unprofessional for a captain's wife to be putting down the team.
Yeah.
When you're the captain and you're the captain's wife. That's the last thing a captain should do. Second of all, they don't like that she's so outspoken. And then they're like, you also can't be outspoken when you've got a crazy history. Like, you should check your digital footprint before you start saying some crazy shit. Like, that's what they're saying. And quickly after that, it just became like an institutional execution. February 2019, they caved into the soccer team, caves into the pressure, and they immediately strip Icardi of his captain armband. Yeah.
But he's still there.
Yeah, he's still there, but this is like a huge ordeal considering it's not just a demotion. Usually when you get stripped of your armband in a way that's unplanned, like you didn't retire, you're not slowing down your career, you're not focusing on your family, you're not switching teams, and they strip you of your armband. It's a very symbolic message to the world and to any other future teams that might want you that you're problematic or controversial.
Damn.
That you were not equipped to lead. So it becomes almost like a bad thing. It's almost like technically it should be better that you were captain for like a little bit. But it's a bad thing when you're stripped of your title of captain, because once you take away something, now it's like, wait, why did they take that away from you? There must be something wrong with you.
But it's not.
So-
It's not even his fault, bro. That's just his wife. His wife is talking too much, and to be honest, that's not her fault either. Niggas is just they in that, bro. Oh my god, it's so corny how seriously certain like things are taken within sports. But that's also what leads probably to the legitimacy that sports feels like it has. Now there's a whole idea placed upon him because of the actions that his wife said that could be very true or very not true. It's just an opinion. Like this whole shit started over an opinion. An opinion coming from the place of like power because it came from the captain's wife, but it's still an opinion nonetheless. And if it ain't true, then it ain't that deep. But if it is true, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Is that like a bad thing that he wasn't getting the balls or whatever? Or maybe he was just ass, bro.
Wait, why did they take
I'm
that away from
offended
you?
on this one.
There must be something wrong with you. So it just became a very, very bad thing. And at this point, the narrative starts shifting completely.
To what?
People stop blaming Icardi and they just now start blaming Wanda. Once he gets stripped of his captain title, the fans come back around. And they're like, oh my God, it's his wife that's ruining him. Look at this poor man because his wife can't keep her goddamn mouth shut.
Aye.
People just start going after her, saying that her ego is growing larger than the footballers. She thinks that she's the footballer. She's willing to burn down multi-million-dollar contracts just to make sure that she's the main character of the story, even if it means torching her husband's own professional dignity in the process. This is like
I
the
don't
point of
think
no
she did
return.
that, though.
In Argentina, they have a saying that's very similar to here, which is like, they say you don't spit on the barbecue. And we say you don't where you eat. Same thing. So like she did that. She did exactly that. Yeah. And now it's like there's no return from this. And after he gets stripped of his captain armband, things start brewing in the Icardi household. We don't know what, because Wanda isn't that vocal yet. She kind of learned to tone it down after that whole 5 good balls comment. But you can kind of tell if you go through their Instagram. Wanda stops posting Icardi, and she mainly posts the kids. And it's all about
Bad
family
signs.
Loyalty, but like not the husband.
Bad signs.
Just family, loyalty, being a mom, and it's just the kids. And then all of a sudden, Icardi would stop posting, but the minute that he was in another scandal or there was another situation where throughout his career, I would say that Icardi had his own situations where he just maintained that very individualistic approach, and he got into a lot of tricky situations even in other teams. Like, remember how growing up his parents would like bring the food to the side, and then he just like would never fully
commit
immerse
to
with
the
the other
to the team.
teammates. He
Yeah.
kept doing that in other teams, and so people started feeling like he thought that he was too good for people, and it just became like a whole thing. Soccer fans were getting annoyed with it. There's like a whole drama with that, and every time some drama would climax and take over the internet, he would start posting the kids, almost like a bulletproof vest. It's like, you got a problem? Post the kid. Like, that's what they were doing, and people were like, it's not working because we know what you're doing. Damn. They're like, you can't hate me, I'm a mom. You can't hate me, I'm a dad. Like, that was the vibe that they were giving. Until Saturday, October 16th, 2021. We're still 5 years out, okay?
What?
2021.
What year is the climax?
Oh, it's starting now, but it continues. Like, this is where it hits the climax.
2021 starting?
Yeah, and then it just is a high climax until like a few months ago.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a 5-year long.
Okay.
Exhausted. Wow. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
2021. Everything as we know in the digital world is normal, perfectly safe. By Saturday night, Wanda has burned the entire down. Okay, she's trying to take down Instagram and Meta with her. Within minutes, people from Italy, Argentina, Peru, Spain, they're all screaming in their group chats. I'm pretty sure your grandma, who knows anything about football, who's in a care home, ask her about it and she'll probably know. Without a single warning.
Really?
Wanda, 7 million Instagram followers.
Damn.
1 Instagram post. Story. White text on a black background. Of course it is, okay? That's how you know someone is about to get fucked or someone fucked up. That's it. Like, there's no other options. It's one of those two, and someone's about to get fucked up. She writes, this is the translation. Another family you destroyed. You homewrecker.
Who is she talking about? Oh my god, who is she talking about? Wait. Is she talking about? Who is she talking about? Wait, who? You homewrecker?
What do you mean?
What?
Is there an at?
No, there's
No?
no at.
Oh
There's
my.
no at.
Do
And
we know
so-
who she's talking about?
We don't know yet, but this is the minute everyone went, what is that? They had their
Ironic.
glasses on. They got their computer. They had their computer in one. They had TikToks and Instagram playing on their phone, and they were, we got her.
Okay.
They find her. They find the at homewrecker. And that's where I leave you for part two.
What are you saying right now?
That's where I leave you for part two.
Dude.
Oh, it's gonna get crazy. They find the woman. Maybe she is a serial homewrecker. Maybe she's not. Maybe there's another divorce looming. Maybe there's not. A rapper comes into the mix. Ooh.
How many character is here? Just
6 other families.
6 more people.
And then there's a rapper that gets involved. All I'm saying is,
Yo,
Maxi
yo.
Lopez seems like he was trying to handle the situation a little normally. Okay, when you have a partnership of 2 people, one of them is a little calmer and one of them is a little crazier, and something explodes. It's only going to be 50% the impact as if you were to have a couple where both of them are a little cocoa bananas.
Yeah, you can turn into a tornado.
Oh my gosh. And it's all going to be on Instagram. So stay tuned for part 2, and I'll see you in the next one.
Oh my god. Oh, 3 strangers go on a group date, a player, a pick-me, and a nice guy. Everything goes wrong. Would y'all be down to watch this shit right now? Cause I'm like, who are these extra characters that she's talking about? A rapper gets involved? I low-key gotta see, bruh. I'ma just make this one long video. If y'all cool with that, bro, y'all can fall asleep to this or whatever. Put me in the background while y'all go do y'all chores or whatever, or just have me in the ears while you complete your tasks. I'm probably gonna go get some food real quick, actually. Come back and then eat and watch this. The lettuce makes this look moldy as hell, but I promise it's not. It's just delicious, Maxi Lopez, Wanda Lopez, Icardio, captain, not captain. Wanda don't like the fact that her husband not getting as many balls. They on Twitter talking spicy. Plus more. Well, if you grab your snacks, I re-upped on the food, I re-upped on the water, and we got some fruits. You know what it is, grapes. I open this shit.
We are back with the part 2
Damn, I missed that.
of WandaGate. What is happening in football, soccer, whatever you want to call it. But in case you need a refresher, I got my handy dandy slideshow presentation ready for you. The cast of characters is about to get a little bit longer, but all you really need to know is at the center of WandaGate, you have Wanda. She is the CEO, wifeager of very famous soccer player Mauro Icardi.
Ah, that's why she's called CEO of all.
Yes. Her weakness, though, you have to remember her weakness above everything
Posting
else
to
is
story.
the fact that she loves to post on Instagram story, maybe a little too much. It always gets her in trouble. She'll claw her way out of it and then get back in trouble. And it's like this never ending cycle that just reoccurs for the next decade of our lives.
What's that iconic quote again?
Oh, another family you destroyed, you
Set the world
homewrecker.
ablaze.
And then we have Mauro Icardi. Okay, he's the soccer
The reassurance post is crazy.
player that she married. But don't get confused. He's not the first soccer player that she married. This is just the current one that she was married to. Striker, loser. Some people call him a loser. Do I call him a loser? Absolutely not. I'm just giving you what netizens say. His superpower is the reassurance post. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's the type of guy where you're dating him and you're like, I don't think you love me. And I'm not saying that to be cute. I think you don't love me because I just saw some random girl's nudes on your phone. And then he'll like post you on Instagram. And he'll be like, my baby, above all else, my baby. Post you on Instagram. And he'll be like, my baby, above all else, my baby.
Does that say sad boy Icar?
Daddy, am I your baby?
That vibe, okay? That's you don't know where that's from. But then the weakness, Telegram chats.
Telegram
chats.
chat.
And China
we haven't got there yet,
Suarez.
huh?
Yeah, we haven't gotten there. And his next weakness, you're about to find out. Then you have the ex. This
Oh,
is the ex.
Maxi, okay.
This is Maxi Lopez.
Whoa.
So this is who Wanda was originally married to. They have 3 sons together. And then Maxi Lopez, this man right here, decides that he's going to take in... Oh,
Wait.
Too soon. Don't look at that. So Maxi Lopez decides that he's going to take in this young soccer player. Maxi Lopez is 27. His new mentee soccer player that's joining the professional league, Icardi, is 19 at the time. So he invites him into his house, home, yacht, dinner table, everywhere. And then
Kids, too.
eventually
Helps take
he
care of the
gets
kids.
His
invited
wife.
into the wife. And they make off. They leave. They divorce.
Wait, can I see his like other things? Can you read it?
Oh, yeah.
His superpower is the ghost handshake. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he will never shake Icardi's hand. His iconic quote is, "He deserves a punch."
Where's
okay.
that from?
Yeah, that's basically all he says about Icardi stealing his wife is like, he deserves a punch. That's about it.
That's
you
it?
know? And then his weakness is getting Icardi'd, because remember, that's a verb now.
Oh.
Yeah, his weakness is getting
Okay.
He can never
he's
escape
not
that.
messy. Like, as you can see, there's a messiness score. So he's 5 out of 10. Icardi is 11 out of 10. And Wanda is 10 out of 10.
Dang. Okay.
2021. Let me bring you back to October. It's a Saturday night. Everybody is ready to just call it a day. Some people are ready to go out to the bars, and everybody gets a notification in their group chat. You got to check Wanda's Instagram story right about now.
Instagram
People
post,
go,
yep,
it's a
yep.
black background, white text, and it says, "Another home, you home wrecked, you home wrecker." Some variation of that. The direct quote, the direct translation is not important. It's neither here nor there. It's an accusation. Another home, multiple homes now, that you destroyed.
Was that the Among Us sound, Noona?
Another home, multiple homes now, that you destroyed. Home wrecker. It's strong. So people start going crazy. They put hashtag WandaGate, and this is the hunt to find out who the homewrecker is. People are like, I'm not going to sleep without figuring out who this girl is. Not only can people not understand who did this because they're looking for her, they're actively becoming the CIA, NSA, they're hunting down any clues to figure out who this homewrecker is. The second thing that people don't understand, which is like a byproduct of the first thing, which is who would be insane enough to walk into this mess? Who would walk in to the Wanda Icardi household and think, I'm sure I could just fuck around a
in.
little bit. I'm sure I could see what's up. What's crazy is that with this Instagram story, nobody's even really that mad at Icardi.
Really?
It's just like, it's not even a matter of if he
It's-
cheated or
it's
not.
too
Everyone's
vague.
like,
Nobody
oh yeah,
knows
he
what the
for
hell's
sure
going on.
cheated. But everyone is so preoccupied with finding out who he cheated with and wondering who would be that brave or reckless enough to walk into this fortress, this tornado that belongs to Wanda Queen. Okay, whether you think she's queen or not, she thinks she's
This nigga dead look like a my player, bro.
that brave or reckless enough to walk into this fortress, this tornado that belongs to Wanda Queen. Okay, whether you think she's queen or not, she thinks she's queen. So it's about to be crazy.
Right.
And they start hunting it down. By Sunday morning, there's still not a name. More people are posting on Twitter like they think that these connections are the right threads that we need to follow. Everybody's doing like a group project. And it all comes down to up until that day that she posts this, Wanda had been liking a bunch of people's Instagram pictures.
Okay.
Because, you know, like, that's what they do. Like, you like your friends' Instagram pictures. And so they noticed that every single person that she liked an Instagram picture of, she continued to like their stuff and continued to engage with their things, except for one singular person, an actress. An Argentinian actress.
No way.
Now, you would think that's not enough evidence because, I mean, just because she stopped to like it, what if they had a falling out for other reasons? Or what if her stuff, just like the algorithm, never fed her the Argentinian actress's pictures anymore, so she just never ended up liking them? This actress is not just any actress, though. This is the one name that could actually make this story bigger than it already was. This was about to be a very, very, very long affair. But, like, how do we know it's the actress, right? Well, Wanda goes and she feeds
You didn't
the
say her
press
name, Noona.
the messages that she found in Icardi's phone with this actress. The actress was saved on Telegram.
Yo, she ain't got no noon. Bro, she's snitching like, I mean, fair. But at the same time, yo.
Icardi's phone with this actress. The actress was saved on Telegram with just her initials, CS. Her name is China Suarez. And by the
Who's this? He's beautiful. Who's this?
way, China's not her real name. She nicknamed herself. Her stage name is China because this sounds offensive. I feel like it's offensive. But an ex-boyfriend told her that when she smiles, her eyes go Chinese.
Noona, you cannot add the sound of somebody hitting a gong when you say that. What the hell?
Yeah, and then later when that started getting offensive, she like rebranded and was like, no, it's because it's because my grandma is like part Asian and you're expecting her to be Chinese. She's Japanese. Part Japanese. But you know, so she calls herself China Suarez and her initials are saved as CS.
Why do I feel
And
like I've
it's,
seen her before?
Well, I'm going to break down the whole relationship with Icardi later, but eventually Wanda comes across Telegram on Icardi's phone. He's never had Telegram. He's mainly on WhatsApp. So why the f are you on Telegram all of a sudden? And like, you know what? Telegram does have a bad rep. So she's like, let me go through his Telegram. She clicks, there's one chat. She clicks that open, and all of a sudden she's hit with a wave, a flood of erotic voice notes.
What the hell is erotic voice note?
It's like when they're like, hey, good morning, like in a really deep voice type vibe.
A flood of erotic voice notes.
What the hell is
Wait, no, I think it's probably like more than that, right?
erotic voice note? Like just making noise?
Or like
Whoa.
seductive convo over the. I guess I don't send you enough erotic voice notes. Don't just be exposing me like that. Erotic voice notes, nude photos, videos, just like super sexual conversation. Just a lot of stuff. She's taking screenshots of each one. And what's even crazier is that I don't know if her timing is just perfection, but he had set the Telegram up so that every 5 minutes, everything on the Telegram would delete. I don't know if he set it up and it didn't work out, but he had told someone later, this comes out later, that he was going to set it up so that it deletes every 5 minutes. But I don't know if the code didn't work or if the setup didn't work or if he just never did
What type of shit you got going on where you got to set up your Telegram for it to delete every 5 minutes? Boy, you're a bad person. Or maybe not. Maybe more so, yes, though.
minutes. But I don't know if the code didn't work or if the setup didn't work or if he just never did it because he wanted to keep all of these things. I don't know. But she wakes up, finds all of this, takes screenshots, gives it to the press. And yes, it's China Suarez. But here's the kicker. Here's the crazy thing. China Suarez has always been friendly with Wanda.
No.
China Suarez,
a
basically,
bestie?
some people say Icardi'd Wanda. We don't know, okay? But they have, you know, she's been on FaceTime with her, smiling, introducing themselves to each other. Like they have mutual friends. And they've had some messages where China
So that's why it was like, why isn't she liking her pictures if they know each other, if they're friendly?
Suarez is complimenting her daughters that she has with Icardi. Oh yeah, we're going to get into all of it. So she takes screenshots of all of Icardi's messages with China Suarez, sends them to the press, and then she posts her own black background, white text of like, another family you destroyed, you home wrecker. And people, before the leaked screenshots even come out, they're putting two and two together. Up until this point, Wanda had been liking China Suarez's posts up until she posts that. And now, if you think about it, that's not really the craziest thing in the world of, oh, just because she stopped liking someone's post, we should just take a pitchfork and hunt somebody down. China Suarez isn't just anyone. She's not like a random actress. She's a very specific person. If you're not from Argentina, the name might not mean like anything to you. But in Argentina, apparently she is like a cultural phenomenon. She's a child star. And she's always been in TV shows that give her the villain role. I guess she has a certain look to her. I guess she has a vibe to her. I think when she was a kid, it's like a very bad thing for the entertainment industry to do. But she's just, she's a big character. She thrives in the bad girl role. And whether that's adapting from being forced into it through her childhood, but she has no intention of wanting to be this beloved, wholesome, likable person. She's hot. She knows she's hot. And she doesn't really care if you think she's hot or don't think she's hot. She just doesn't really care at all. The reason that people were so quick to say that it's China before any evidence comes out is back in 2012. So this is when Wanda is still technically with Maxi Lopez. China is on a different show. She's about to be like the main lead actress on this movie. And there's this woman named Eugenia Tobal. She's like a beloved Argentinian actress, and she's kind of the opposite of everything China is not. So China has like this very untouchable it girl, but also kind of dark horse energy of she's unpredictable. You know,
What is this video right here in the corner? It's kind of creeping me out. And I'm not gonna actually let me chill, because you know she is a beloved, you feel me?
the opposite of everything China is not. So China has like this very untouchable it girl, but also kind of dark horse energy of she's unpredictable. You know those people who are so fiercely independent, they don't have a ton of friends, but then like they have this energy of like, I don't know what's gonna happen if you do have friends. Like maybe you just don't like making friends. Does that make sense? She's like a very unapproachable energy.
Cold. Yeah.
Where she's just very individualistic and she just does things by herself and she doesn't care if you don't agree with it. Now, Eugenia is the opposite. She's very vulnerable, traditional, relatable. A lot of people would consider her wholesome. She's been on TV since like the 90s. It's kind of like the actress that your mother would also love and like would want to watch TV with you.
Your parents' favorite actress.
Meanwhile,
got you.
China, I feel like moms would be like, why is she dressed like that?
Like Denzel.
Why is she acting like that? You know, like this is not appropriate. Eugenia, is not. Now, she just goes through a really rough time. She's married, but she's suffering a miscarriage. And during that time, her husband, Nicholas, he's like the Argentinian version of Ryan Gosling mixed with Zac Efron. That's what our researchers said. And he's like the guy that every woman wants and every telenovela needed. It's like that kind of energy. So they're gonna star in their own series together. And Eugenia, the wife, she's suffering from this miscarriage, from the loss of a pregnancy. And I mean, he still has to work, right? So while the public, I mean, they made it public. And while the public is mourning with her and everybody is just trying to stay strong for the couple, while Eugenia is physically and emotionally recovering from her loss, there's these rumors that are starting to swirl that maybe Nicholas is not mourning alone, that China, his young magnetic co-star, is no longer just a supporting character in the show, but is becoming a lead character in his private life.
Damn.
Only 8 months into Eugenia and Nicholas's marriage, they announced their separation. It's front page news for a week, non-stop. This is all everybody's talking about. And then it starts coming out that he has moved on to his much younger co-star, China Suarez. And this is the moment that defined China's image to the public. No, not even that. it gets worse.
Oh.
That's already bad, right? But it gets worse. There's an interview that she does where she's asked on the red carpet of like, how do you feel about this new image that you're having? Because technically people think you broke up a family and you attacked another woman when she was at her most vulnerable.
Yeah.
And she straight up has this ruthless response of quote, I don't care about Eugenia because she has nothing to do with me. I was never her friend.
¿Confirmaste entonces que ya está con la Cabrera?
Sí.
Está bien. Bueno, creo que desde hace cuánto.
No, no importa desde cuánto.
¿Estás enamorada? La pregunta cerrada, ¿sí o no? Sí. ¿Alguna traba en la relación? Lo que estás pasando con Eugenia.
No me importa Eugenia porque no tiene nada que ver conmigo, así que no es ninguna traba ni nada para mí, nunca fui su amiga, así que tampoco.
So she's like saying,
Damn, that's cold, cuh. Yo, that's cold, bruh.
Oh my god, this is so messy. Nah, hold on, Tribe. Y'all want some M&Ms, bruh? Some peanut M&Ms? I got you, bro. This is overly messy. Overly messy. She saying that in the interview? Like, that's going on she gon' see that. She know Eugenia gon' see that, bruh. No cap. This feel like a telenova. Try grab some. So, hey, grab a little. Like, I don't have that much, bro. Just chill. These are new, fresh. Some of them is see-through. That's funny.
No es ninguna traba ni nada para mí, nunca fui su amiga, así que tampoco.
so she's like saying, I don't care. She's not my friend. I didn't, like, she's solidifying her personal code. Most women would think you already broke the code.
Right.
But she's saying, no, I didn't. Because she's not my friend. So I didn't break any personal code. So now all the women are like, first of all, I don't want to be friends with her. And second of all, since I'm not her friend, is she coming after my husband? Most women being famous women, okay? So then they're like freaking out and everyone is like, this is crazy. Again, she just has like no shame. She doesn't try to make a PR statement. She doesn't try to hide. She's just like, why would I do something wrong?
So is that like similar to how Wanda moves or no?
Wanda is like a little goofier. Goofy, not in like the mean way, but like Wanda, I think, is genuinely more,
Emotional.
yeah, like a little hot-headed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
I-
China is like cold-hearted.
Yeah, China's like, why is that my problem?
Yeah.
Whereas Wanda is like a little, I don't know, you know? She
Yeah.
seems like she emotionally justifies a lot of things.
Yeah.
I can
Whether
see that, yeah.
you agree with her or not. But like Wanda is like, no, I only did it because A, B, C, and D, and this person hurt me. Like, that's the reason that I think Wanda would give. But China's like, she's not my
I don't
friend.
give a damn. Yeah.
It's giving more a bit Icardi vibe. Icardi's like, well, he was my teammate, but whatever. It's like very like, whoa,
Okay.
we don't even care. I mean, the scandal
He
was
was my teammate. Meanwhile, the guy literally brought you into his house. You helped you helped take care of his kids. He took you on a yacht. He showed you like, oh my gosh,
but
bro.
whatever. It's like very like, whoa.
Okay.
We don't even care.
Yeah.
I mean, the scandal was so impactful that it actually even hurt Eugenia because the media nicknamed her that poor thing. Like that poor girl, right? And it took a decade for her to shed this.
Wow.
For people to stop considering her that poor thing.
Damn, bro.
So this is the whole incident.
So people must hate her then.
Some people still love her.
Dang.
Yeah,
Okay.
some people still love her, right? I think it's difficult when you're like a child star because a lot of people grew up with her. Maybe there's a lot of nostalgia.
Yeah.
Maybe there are people, I don't know, you know. I'm sure there's
What about the husband? Or do you know much or no?
no, I don't know what happened to him after. But like no one ever hates the husband, right? No one really hated Icardi. They just like really freaking hated Wanda.
Yeah.
Okay. So she becomes known as like a disruptor of sisterhood because she has no
Disruptor of
sisterhood,
sisterhood.
nothing. And that's in 2012. They break up. Her and Nicholas break up. Then she has the motorhome incident of 2015. This actually turns her into the permanent threat to the Argentinian family. Like if you had to declare an emergency to your family unit, it's China Suarez. That's what people are saying because this isn't just a scandal. It is like the birth of a meme. It's like the birth of how Argentinians talk about infidelity. So in 2015, there is one woman who is on top of the game. Her name is Carolina Ardohain, but they call her Pampita. She's like Argentina's
Pampita?
top model. Think of like the most famous supermodel in the history of the United States. That's her in Argentina. She's like beloved at this time. She's doing campaigns for L'Oreal, Coca-Cola, every major Argentinian brand. She is everywhere. And this is who everybody loves. Oh, side note, she also lost her daughter. So people are like, it's not even just like, oh, she's so pretty. There's strong emotional attachments. People are rooting for her. She's in this 10-year relationship with a Chilean actor, Benjamin. This is like Bradley Cooper when he was like really hot, not like, I don't know what happened to him recently, like 2010 Bradley Cooper, okay? That's Benjamin. He's on magazine covers. This is like every cologne company is like, hello, Benjamin? Benjamin? Like, that's how you know when a guy is at their peak, when they start doing cologne campaigns. Because, you know, how are you going to sell cologne? You can't even smell it through the TV.
That's facts.
So he's
That
got to
is
take off
true.
his shirt. So all the cologne companies are like, hello, Benjamin?
Benjamin?
So
Benjamin?
Benjamin and Pampita are together, and Benjamin is about to do a movie with China Suarez.
Oh my god.
No, bruh. Don't make me like this guy based off of what you. GG's. It's GG's. Tribe, do you want some more M&Ms to like to help soothe the bullshit that's about to happen to us, bro? Here. Damn it, bro. Can niggas not keep they dick in they pants, cuh? Here. Wait, maybe I'm just making assumptions. And I just gave you M&Ms for no reason. Hold on.
China.
China!
China.
I gotta look China up.
Oh, let me show you. This is China Suarez. Maria Eugenia China Suarez.
I was just eating.
Position, the third wheel. Superpower, not giving a flying fuck, okay?
Yeah.
Iconic quote, we're getting there. I was just eating an avocado. It's gonna,
What the
like,
fuck?
the minute you know the backstory to that, you're gonna die. Weakness, separated men. Separated in quotes, okay?
Messi level 9 out of 10. I see.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
The whole story ends with they're in production and Pampita reportedly walks onto the production set September of 2015, storms into one of those movie trailers. You know how the actors and actresses have their own trailers, and finds the two together in a state that leaves nothing to the imagination. These were the details later further confirmed by
10 years, bruh.
state that leaves nothing to the imagination. These were the details later further confirmed by multiple crew members who spoke to the media. Now, what happens next is etched into the cultural DNA of just every single Argentinian in the world. Anyone who follows anything, okay? Pampita is publicly reeling, claiming that she smelled the scent of sex in the room, which, by the way, there is a scent. There is a scent. You think there's not? There's a scent. And so China takes to the cameras in defense of herself. And it was like performance art. I don't know how to describe it. She sits there and she's explaining like, no, that's not at all what happened. She says, quote, and she's so calm. She has no emotion. She's not like passionate. She just says, I was just done eating an avocado. I was just done eating an avocado. I was covering myself with a yellow blanket that I bought from Nepal. And then a person entered the trailer that was just out of their mind.
Estaba la productora, estaba Benjamín, estaba yo, recostada, con una manta amarilla que me traje de Nepal. Me terminaba de comer una palta y entró una
I know.
Me terminaba de comer una palta y entró una persona completamente fuera de sí.
What?
So she's saying she's in a trailer. She just finished eating an avocado and she put a blanket on. And in walks crazy Pampita. Out of her mind.
Oh.
She's like, I was not doing anything crazy.
But Pampita said she saw them doing it.
Other witnesses stated left nothing to the imagination.
Right. They saw them doing it.
Basically, yeah, sure.
Okay,
That's
alright.
what the reports say.
So she just
Am I
completely
saying that?
removed
No.
the third person.
China tries to gaslight the entire nation. She's not an interloper in other people's marriages. She's just a girl with a blanket and a fruit or a vegetable, whatever you want to categorize an avocado. The avocado
Avocados ain't fruit.
and the yellow blanket actually become the ultimate Argentinian shorthand meme for like a high stakes lie. You just know that if someone comes home and they go, I just asked that bitch if she stole my lunch from the fridge and she was just talking about avocados. It's basically saying like, I know that bitch was lying. Like I know they were fucking lying. Okay. Anytime you hear avocado out of context, everyone knows exactly what they mean. They smell a lie from a mile away.
okay, bet.
And the crazy thing is,
Okay, bet.
people start saying it's not even the fact that she did what she did. It's the fact that she's comfortable enough to go to the public and say, everyone, 2 + 2 = 5.
36.
And then they turn around and her and Benjamin walk off into the burning house together holding hands. Like they're basically together after that.
Bruh.
So she's like, I don't know what anyone's talking about. I had just gotten done eating an avocado. Meanwhile, she starts dating him quickly after. They go public. They have children together. They spend 5 years as a couple. But the couple, like the public never forgot. They didn't really get to do the Wanda Icardi special. They didn't become so full force that everyone was like, oh, I forgot about how they got together. Haha. Every magazine interview, every red carpet appearance was like, remember how you guys got together with the avocado? Like, no one forgot about it. This was just like the forefront of China's career. China doesn't care though. But what's crazy is when people see the history of it, China was not just someone that meets a married man on set. You know how she said I was not friends with Eugenia, so it doesn't concern me? That's actually false. She was actually kind of friendly, at least, to Eugenia and Pampita. She would like their photos. She would have nice little messages with them here and there. And she does the same thing to Wanda. She likes all of Wanda's photos.
Gosh.
She messages her about how cute her kids are. Her kids that she has with Icardi.
What's her
and the irony
problem?
here is delicious because Wanda built her entire empire on the betrayal, the Icardia, you know? But now it's happening to her. She was the original villain who won the guy and left Maxie in the dust.
my God.
But now China's coming along, and China is someone who makes Wanda look like an amateur. People said it's
Really?
like watching... It's like watching a chess master get checkmated by someone who's playing 4D chess. People are like, it's like watching the predator find out in real time that they are the prey. And people were like, it's about to get fucking crazy. And what do people do when there's 2 people? They back up the prey. I don't know why.
They back up the
Something
prey.
that we did.
Because they wanna see the underdog win. So you think was they on Wanda's side?
2 people, they back up the prey. I don't know why.
They back up the
Something
prey.
that we do.
What does that
You
mean?
were just the predator yesterday, but it's because you're the prey today.
Oh, wait.
Hashtag Team Wanda. Hashtag Team Wanda starts trending globally. Globally. Fan accounts that had dragged her for years and years and years and years suddenly are defending her.
Yeah, China, they call it hate driver. Like, you were a hater, turn a fan.
Yes.
Hater, turn fan.
All haters is fans, though. Think about it.
You were a hater, turn a fan.
Yes. All of
Hater,
them.
turn fans.
All of them are hater turned fans. Journalists who had spent decades calling her a homewrecker are now writing think pieces. Think pieces on how cruel this is to Wanda. People said that she was the villain, the woman who betrayed Maxie. But the entrance of China Suarez into this, Wanda is the victim now. And this is about to become historic. China is someone who makes Wanda's previous scandals look like child's play.
But they was crazy.
Child's play.
Nah, dude, Icardi. Nah, that's not no child's play, cuz.
Previous scandals look like child's play.
That
Child's play.
that's child's
And you
play.
know who's getting out with no scratches right now?
Icardi?
Yes. People basically fucking forgot about him. He's a background extra in his own scandal that he committed.
Yeah.
He committed the
He's
crime.
the cheater.
He committed the crime.
Wait.
And now he's an extra.
Is China still married to or dating anybody?
So she said that they were like just breaking up at that point.
Oh, but she's still kind of together with someone
Yeah.
else.
And then so she like came out to Benjamin and was like, hey, just to let you know, that post that Wanda did is about me. And I think everyone's going to find out soon. And he was like, you think I didn't know that you're seeing Icardi? That's, yeah, how it's been reported.
Wow.
Yeah. It becomes a woman versus woman gladiator match because that's what
Nigga, is this not Saikuna? Like Saikuna from like JJK?
society does. They're like, forget
Yo, they're not having fun with this.
becomes a woman versus woman gladiator match because that's what society does. They're like, forget Icardi. I don't even know if he's playing soccer at this point. We just need to know what's been going on, and it's about to get crazier and crazier. Now, let me bring it back to the beginning of Icardi in China, how that affair starts. Icardi and China have lived in the same overlapping circles for years. Like in the world of Argentine celebrities and footballers, there's like maybe a tight-knit circle of 200 people. All the footballers, because we're not talking about all footballers, we're talking Argentinian footballers. So there's like about 200 footballers, their wives, their partners, and then like celebrities who commingle with a lot of the sports people. So there's like about 200 of them. They all follow each other. They all show up at the same events, the same parties. But there's like a massive difference between knowing about somebody and then actually paying attention to them. Now, at some point during late 2020, during COVID, someone starts paying real close attention. One party. The first contact timeline is a little bit murky because we're just going off of everybody's stories, and Wanda's story changes every few minutes, and like it's just a mess. So according to a journalist, this is the person who broke the story, Noona. She's basically like, there's no comparable, because I feel like everybody in the US that leaks a lot of celebrity stories, they're not really well loved. Noona is somehow really well loved. So people really like her, and she seems to have a lot of opinions about the stories that she breaks and like lots of verified information.
Yeah, I was gonna say verified
Around
sources.
2020,
Then
2021, China is in Madrid filming a new
Madrid?
movie called The
God.
Lie.
Somebody needs to watch out.
Okay, so she's filming the movie called The Lie. And she is in a rocky patch with her partner. Some people say that her and Benjamin were separated. Some people were saying like they were separated but kind of still communicating. It's a little bit iffy. And China seems really bored, and she starts scrolling through all the soccer highlights. And like she sees this one guy where she's like, I like what he does on the field. I like how he plays with his balls. She goes to his profile and likes the picture.
This is before she knows him or knows his wife,
She knows his wife. I mean, they're
But she-
so public.
but she doesn't know him.
No.
You're saying.
Like, she doesn't really know him. Like, I'm
But
sure
she
they
knows
all.
of him?
It's like they probably have been at the same events, but they've never been like formally. Hi,
Yeah.
let's sit down and have a chat. Like maybe they
Yeah.
were introduced once in passing. Like, hi, my name is Zara.
But like, it's kind of,
Yeah.
if someone is famous, you know them. Like it's like maybe you never talk to them,
but
but
you know,
who they
yeah,
are.
you know of
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
yeah.
So she hiding him, like she's going in.
She
with
knows
the
what
intent
she's
of
doing.
starting
Yeah.
because
Allegedly.
it's clearly they're
Allegedly.
married. You
Yeah.
clearly know this famous person is married.
Yeah.
She's like ready for something.
Exactly.
Yo, what's
Dang.
her what's her
like
energy?
leads to a follow, leads to a DM. Now, according to Yanina, it seems like maybe Icardi DM'd first. I don't really know, right? Nobody really knows.
Right.
Meanwhile, I just have to give you a little bit of context of what's going on. By this point in 2021, Icardi and Wanda, they've had some scandals. This is after like the 5 balls pass. He gets demoted from being the captain. And also he just got traded. I don't know if he was traded or he switched teams or like how it worked, but he was playing for Inter Milan and he was like the lead striker. This was like a huge thing. And then he gets traded into PSG, which is in France, the Paris Saint-Germain team. And he becomes kind of like a bench player in the 2020-2021 season. So he goes from the main lead on a band to basically being a background singer in just a couple of years. King of Milan, face of every billboard in Milan. And now he's just like a kind of like a background guy. Yeah. And no one's talking about him. Everyone's talking about Messi in 2021. Like he just is.
He just disappeared.
Maybe he's having some sort of like midlife crisis at 28 years old. He's feeling invisible. He's looking for a way to feel like a winner again. He feels resentment towards his wife, probably because of all the scandals that have happened thus far. I mean, it's like the perfect headspace for a China Suarez notification, right? So, oh yeah. And Wanda's busy. She's going from Paris to Milan to Argentina. She's hosting all of these, like she's a full force celebrity in her own right. She's on the Masked Singer, Argentina's Masked Singer. She's launching fashion collaborations. She's like managing multiple client contracts. She's making money. She's doing her own thing. They start DMing and somehow that transfers over to WhatsApp.
Now, how did it go from
See.
WhatsApp to
In person.
Telegram?
Oh, Telegram.
When opportunity strikes, you have to seize it.
Amazon Prime. We got an Amazon Prime sponsorship. Don't really know how I feel about the Bezos man, the bald, big Bezos alien bald man. But I do use Amazon Prime a lot. Hold on, is this like free shit though? Spaceship.
So WhatsApp is interesting because you get a notification of last seen and online.
Okay.
So when you're on WhatsApp, everyone that you've added knows you're online on WhatsApp or the last time you were online.
Like Discord?
Like a GPS for suspicious wives and partners. And Wanda has the detective skills of a high-ranking intelligence officer. So China is like, we probably need some sort of digital bunker to hide from. Enter Telegram. This is where
Okay.
Yanina, the journalist, like drops the hammer. She's breaking the story, and she explains that it was China's idea to migrate to Telegram, that it was, quote, more secure. And, Telegram, she says, this is the place where real crimes happen. So she writes to him, let's go to Telegram. They open up Telegram, they start
crimes.
talking, and well, you know where it goes from there. And apparently Icardi is recycling like the classic unhappy husband's greatest hits. He's out here spewing the
I don't love her as a partner anymore. I see her more as a mother or like a best friend.
that type of shit to China, okay? And it's reported that after this, China starts sending these husky voice notes where she sounds like she smoked 10 packs of cigarettes and like these cinematic, erotic videos selling him a fantasy, And he's just like escaping into it. And she sends him a message. One day we have to go out and party, you and I, in some part of the world where they don't know you. Ha ha ha. You know what's crazy? I don't even think Icardi liked that message because people like Icardi probably have a really big ego and they're like, what part of the world doesn't know me?
Wait,
I
they
don't know.
leaked the message, like the voice and stuff too?
No, I don't think they
want
leaked
them
voices.
some-
Yeah, it's just the-
Oh.
Okay.
yeah. And so while this is happening, while these messages are just flying into the Telegram vault that's not so secure, is it? China is still online liking Wanda's family photos.
Yeah. 4D chess.
Okay? And then, Wanda starts FaceTiming a separate friend, like a girlfriend. And that girlfriend is like, seems like she has no clue what's going on, obviously. And she happens to have a mutual friend, China, who's also in the room. And apparently on FaceTime with Wanda, the friend is like, oh, China wants to meet you. And so China comes on FaceTime and is like, oh my God. Like,
Mute
Yo.
while China is doing all that with
Yes.
Icardi. Wow.
yes. According to Wanda's story, right? She's literally smiling at the wife on FaceTime. Meanwhile, he's like, ooh, can't wait to kiss you goodnight. Like crazy stuff. Now, we circle back to October 2021. This is like when the Telegram voice notes, erotic videos, they've been back and forth, but they need a little bit more. So they decide that they're going to meet in real time. China flies to Paris. Now here's the problem. Icardi can't just like stroll out of his front door or bring this very famous Argentinian actress into his house where everybody probably knows where he lives because he's this massive footballer. He also can't check into a hotel pretending that she is Wanda. Like everybody knows. So
Yes.
he needs a wingman who is willing to risk it all to keep this secret. That's where you enter a fellow player, Jacob von Plessen. Jacob. Now,
Why do all these niggas look like they surf?
that's where you enter a fellow player, Jacob von Plessen. Jacob. Now, this is where it gets Shakespearean because Jacob is not just some random teammate who's like, I got no morals, I'll be your wingman.
Okay.
He is Wanda's brother-in-law.
Oh.
He is Wanda's sister's husband. Because remember, Wanda has a sister named Zyra.
And he's also a footballer.
Yes.
And he's
And they're
Mar-
teammates?
yes.
And he's covering him.
Yes.
Wow.
So imagine,
Bro.
imagine
Oh my God,
Wanda's
this is-
brother-in-law is helping her
lines.
husband cheat. The betrayal is coming from inside the house.
Yes.
The Nara sisters are up in Milan for Fashion Week, and the boys, no, the fucking the men, okay? They're doing some crazy shit in Paris.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yo.
I bet they'd probably be like, I cover for you, you cover for me.
Yeah, because what does Jacob get out of
Exactly.
it? Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh, I didn't even think of it like that. Oh my god.
And if he agrees to cover something like this,
What else does he agree to? Oh boy.
So he goes into the hotel room first, And then Jacob stays in the car acting as like a human shield in the hotel parking lot. I don't know if he's like getting her a room card so that she doesn't have to go to the front desk, but he's like standing guard. Some reports say that he even slept in the car to make sure nobody caught them.
Are we dead ass?
This Jacob is like so determined.
No, this is crazy.
This is insane.
No, yeah, it's insane.
Wow.
Now, there's no like smoking gun paparazzi photos of them entering the room together, but we do just have a lot of reports coming out from random people in Wanda's circle, in Jacob's circle, like everybody, and they're piecing together that this is what's happened.
Do we know what Wanda said about her brother-in-law and sister?
Right.
And
No, but they will get a divorce, most likely due to this incident.
sister?
Yeah. Jacob and the sister get a divorce. And it's crazy because you'll see why it's crazy. Now, when all of this hits Instagram, no, I'm just fast
I ain't gonna lie, bro. My brain is dead ass like this is actually so messy. I feel like this has to be like a show of some sort. There's no way that this is real life, bro. The sister brother-in-law helping the boy. That's crazy. The sister's husband helping his brother-in-law cheat.
Now, when all of this hits Instagram, no, I'm just fast forwarding again to the black screen, white text, another family you destroyed, you homewrecker.
You see
that
you next
Instagram
Tuesday.
Story. By 3 p.m., the next day, Icardi is trending globally on Twitter. By 5 p.m., China Suarez is trending, and people are flooding her comments with, "You're a homewrecker. You have no shame." It's like total social execution. She's got the digital scarlet letter painted all over her feed, and Wanda, being the tactical genius that she is, she just goes silent. She lets the internet do the heavy lifting. She lets everybody's imagination and their rage fill the void. And then the next day, Icardi decides it's time for me to make my move. I've been silent far too long. Sunday, the next day.
What is his move?
He posts a photo of him and Wanda cuddled together. And the caption is "Happy Mother's Day,
Feliz
Mama."
Dia,
No, I will say Mother's
Mama.
Day is in October in Argentina. I know we have ours in May, but and then another photo of him gazing lovingly into Wanda's eyes. And this is a picture that was clearly taken from Milan. So a lot of people are piecing it together like they're not actually together today.
Oh.
He's posting old photos with hearts and "I love you" and all of this, and these posts will later be memed into oblivion. And Wanda is watching, the whole world is watching, and people are like, is she gonna fall for the bait? Is she gonna forgive him? People are like, we gotta know what's going on. He lets his post sit up for the full day. People are intrigued. Maybe his public plea is going to work. And then Monday, October 18th, in a final desperate move to like prove his loyalty, Icardi unfollows every single person. His following count goes down to 0, and then bing to 1. Only Wanda. This is publicly like, you know, someone did some shit.
Oh god.
Like when they're only following their partner, you're like,
What did you do?
okay.
That's like the best you could do about like the whole thing? Really?
That's what
Just
I'm saying.
unfollow everybody.
And actually, this becomes a whole thing with Icardi. He has a tendency to increase his followers when life is going well, and then back to 1 when it's not going well. So it's kind of like a where's the relationship status marker for Icardi. So he's only following Wanda. It's silent. Monday, she posts one picture.
Who posts one?
Wanda. Simple, clean, devastating. It's her left hand resting on a surface, fingers spread out, and the ring finger is empty. The caption reads, "Good day. I prefer my hand without a ring on it." So it's not like passive. It's pretty aggressive, you know?
Yeah.
And this post does so much damage. The comments turn into a war zone. People go back to Icardi's Happy Mother's Day post and they're just like fighting like hell. Some people are saying forgive him for the kids. They're like, she update, she didn't forgive him. Like, it's a whole thing. And then under her thing, everyone is commenting on Threads. They're reposting her story and they're like, queen, fire emoji, clapping emoji.
Oh God,
People
though.
are like, what an icon.
Oh God, though.
That guy.
Right.
She's so right for that. And then the day after that, she's spotted. Paparazzi spot Wanda leaving the Paris airport. And people are like, where is she going? Is she going to Milan? Because like at this point, home is Milan because he was playing in Milan for so long. So she likes Milan better. So is she going to Milan? Is she going back to Argentina? Nobody knows. But the image of her leaving Paris at that airport, the message is there. She is done. She's over it. She's done with him. But Icardi doesn't quit. He keeps posting Hail Marys. He's posting this super raw, painful caption. Thank you, my love, for continuing to trust this beautiful family. You only heal when you have forgiveness from those who hurt.
It's too late.
Then he posts another picture with her hugging, and he writes, hold me tight and never let me go. And then China,
Nigga think
she
he Jack?
starts speaking up. So everyone's like, what is happening? Okay, so China
What's she
finally
speaking
goes
up
onto
for?
Instagram. She's waited like a week. And she starts posting and she says that, I'm just going to read it to you. Okay, so she's like, what's happening today has behind it such a much bigger and deeper story, one that surely many women will identify with. I've had to deal with men whose words I believed, that they were separated or separating and that there were no conflicts. So she's basically saying Icardi told me they were not together and that his wife Wanda knew that we were together and like doesn't really care. I feel in this situation an internal feeling of deja vu where I'm once again paying with my reputation for issues that are in the personal domain of any woman. So she's like, a repetition that exposes my inexperience. She's like, I'm just so inexperienced with men. It's not a pattern of behavior of me, entering people's homes and stealing the husbands. It is a repetition of inexperience. And above all, the profound trust I gave these men who then kept silent, letting the wolves eat me. Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And she's also like, it's easier for the other woman to hit me and let off steam. So she's saying, like, Wanda is mad at me when her husband told me that they weren't together. She says, I repeat, my constant silence to preserve my family ties, which have always been my priority, worked against me. But today, I don't want to be silent anymore because I know we are many women to whom this has happened and whom the external gaze judges. Yeah. And she also says that she didn't provoke anything. She said, what happened is a situation that I did not start, didn't encourage, and didn't provoke. Now, I will say the comments were split on this. Some people agreed with her message. I think, it's so nuanced, right? So some people just full on...
Because at the end of the day, think about it. It is within this, it's not. All niggas have a choice in this situation. All niggas have a choice, bro.
I think it's so nuanced, right? So some people just full on, because they agreed with her message, they decided that she was right. So they're like, go off, expose the double standard, which true, right?
Right.
And then a lot of people were in the middle where, expose the double standard, but maybe not from you. Maybe you should not be the messenger. Maybe
Right.
we'll have
Message
somebody else
wrong
take over
messenger.
from here, right?
Yeah,
so it
yeah.
was kind of like, I think that's the more appropriate response. And then you had the other side that was like, Pepita warned us about you, you stupid slut. Okay, so there was three different, it was vastly different fights happening in the comments everywhere. And always, I will say, women do get the short end of the stick.
Facts.
And yeah, the double standard is there, but that's not the point right now. That's not the point right now.
Okay.
A day after China's post, Wanda is absolutely not in the mood for any shit. So then she posts a collage on Instagram, just old photos of her. And these are old Instagram photos that she and Icardi have posted during that timeline. So she's saying,
while Icardi was flirting?
Yeah, she's saying, China, you believed that we were not together? Well, here's us kissing in front of the Eiffel Tower that we posted while you guys were talking. Yeah, and she wrote a caption that says, don't lie and say you thought he was single. I'll take care of my family. Life itself will take care of the little whores. So she called her little whores. Yeah, my Argentinian researcher said, in English, little whores. It kind of sounds goofy.
Sounds pretty strong to me.
Yeah, but I wonder if it's fuck and the Korean word for fuck. It's even more dense and strong. But so she was like, life will take care of the little whores. Then
Yo, Noona pronouncing the W-H-O and R of that social, the whore. Yo!
It's even more dense and strong. But so she was like, life will take care of the little whores. then you think, okay, we're probably done for a little bit, right? Like maybe everyone will go and recoup, get in the right headspace again, just relax, decompress, and then come up with a game plan. They don't do that. They don't at all, because Icardi then takes to Instagram once more. I think that we should throw his phone into the river or
God.
something, or put it at the very tippy top.
He's a Twitter tweeter, bro. He is a Twitter tweeter.
We should throw his phone into the river or something, or put it at the very tippy top of the Eiffel Tower and see if he can get to it, because he just should not have access to his phone.
Oh,
He posts
man.
a photo of him, and he's like awake in bed, and then you see Wanda, who is shirtless, but she's flipped over, so you only see her bare skin on her back, but you see her blonde hair. And she's hiding her face. He's got his shirt off, and it's like a very intimate photo.
Yeah.
But he writes the caption, "When you're in a single mood on Instagram, but at night you come asking me for my forgiveness."
Cuando estás en mood soltera e Instagram, pero a la noche venís a Peter Perón. Oh, ¿qué queramos? No me queda claro. Claro.
When you're in a single mood on Instagram, but at night you come
Rio
asking me for my
Perón.
forgiveness. What are we, Wanda? It's not very clear.
You
He's literally trying to publicly shame her. He wants the world to think
crazy.
while she's playing the scorned wife online for her
Yo,
followers,
he's
she's
weird.
privately crawling back to him
He's
every single night. But the
weird.
fans are confused. They're like trying to like, can I tell you how crazy this drama got?
What?
People started becoming hand experts, where they were analyzing the length of Wanda's nails to see if they were taken at the timeline. So people are like, is this a current picture of Wanda?
Yeah.
Or is this an old picture of Wanda? People don't know. So
Yeah.
they're trying to
But it's kind of important though. You feel me? Like if you know, or if that like that's low key important, because the way he's framing this, we need to understand the timeline. But at the same time, that being the way we figure it out is like, okay, we might need to touch grass for real, bro.
is this a current picture of Wanda?
Yeah.
Or is this an old picture of Wanda? People don't know. So
Yeah.
they're trying to investigate and do all of this. But regardless, it does not work in his favor. Fans are pissed off. They're like, even
Yeah,
if it's
like-
not real,
Why did he think
when
that
you've
would
been
work?
cheated on, there's so many emotions. Like you might go back and forth, and that's her fucking prerogative.
Yeah.
She can do whatever she wants.
I mean, that's what she's doing
That within
anyway.
minutes, he panics and he deletes it. And then he puts up another pathetic Instagram story where he says, "I'm going to sleep. Good night, everyone." And for his grand finale, he unfollows Wanda and boop, following is
He
zero.
unfollows Wanda.
Damn, the guy can't make up his mind.
No, it's like watching a car crash in slow
unfollows
motion where the
Wanda.
driver keeps trying to like fix the bumper while the car is on fire, and you're like, just leave the whole thing. The car is on fire. You should just leave. It's gonna blow. Okay, but he just keeps trying. He just keeps trying. And then 9 days after that, after all, like it's just seemed like the entire country was fighting. Can I tell you a funny side story?
What?
My Argentinian researcher was like, this is crazy, because back then when this was happening, she was so invested in the drama, and she had, I don't know, like I don't know if she wants me to say, but she had like X amount of followers, and these are all friends. Like these are just friends and family and mutuals that she had. And she posted something where it was like talking about the double standard of like, we should all be mad at Icardi. Like, why are we mad at everybody else? Like he should be the first person we're mad at, and then we can be mad at other people. Something along those lines. And she lost 30 followers. She's like, I'm losing my own friends and family to this drama. She said she was so shocked. She was like, what the hell is happening? I mean, this really divided the whole nation. People were up in arms about it, which makes sense. And so 9 days after all of this, okay, Wanda posts a picture of her with Icardi. And so, I mean, she had been doing this before, so maybe this is an old picture
this
that
is-
she's recycling and she's trying to make a statement. However, the caption reads, "I have nothing if I am not with him." And the internet said, what did you just fucking say?
What?
For the past however long, over a week,
Yeah.
everyone
Oh, we did all that. We literally went through all that just for it's so funny, bruh. Cause you'll have these parasocials really go out their way. I'm talking about really say some of the most craziest stuff just for the person that they're offending to go against everything that they were like, oh, this is hilarious. This is actually hilarious, bro.
No. What happens?
And the internet said, what did you just fucking say?
What?
For the past however long, over a week, everyone has been living inside this drama as if it were their own life.
Right.
As if they were either Wanda, China, or Icardi. Everybody picked a person. It was a choose your own player type of video game. Everybody was going to fight random assholes online until 3 a.m., just refreshing feeds, commenting back, having internet fights. And you're back with him?
with him, bro.
You're
Tell me
just gonna be together again?
I'm nothing without him.
Fans who had been posting hashtag Team Wanda for 9 days felt completely blindsided. Then she does a full post where she explains that she was really hurt by
Las fotos que fue subiendo los últimos meses muestran lo bien que estábamos y lo felices que éramos a partir de lo sucedido. Quedé muy herida. Cada día le pedí a Maro el divorcio.
Oh shit! She talking spicy, tribe. Cuando él se dio cuenta que no había marcha atrás, me dijo que no podíamos seguir así, que si separarnos era única forma de poner fin a tanto dolor. Que lo hiciéramos, fuimos al abogado. En 2 días, Maro aceptó todas la condición. Whoa! So she's accepting based off of the condition. Wait a second. So she was probably feeling the divorce, but because of others, like, okay. So now, acepto todas la condición y firm conditions el asuedo. Al día siguiente me escribió. She wrote it down. Una carta como nunca. Yo, I'm too invested. Hold on. I low-key don't exactly what she said. Nadie me había escrito jamás. Te di todo y tienes todo.
what happened, but they looked at each other and realized that they could not throw away 8 years of their lives together. They had actually gone to the lawyer to divorce, and Icardi had accepted all of her conditions for the divorce. But then she says that he wrote her a letter that made her change her mind. She says, he wrote me a letter like no one has ever written to me before. I gave you everything and you have everything. I hope you can be happy because that would make me happy. That's what he wrote, or at least part of what he wrote. And there I realized something, that having everything, I will still have nothing if I am not with him.
Like what,
Everyone
bro?
said, "Bitch, be so fucking for real
Are
right
you
now.
dead
Like, we're
ass?
getting pissed off, okay?
Oh, God.
We're getting really mad. These are like the TikTok couples.
Yeah,
Not
the
couples,
toxic
but like
ones.
random couples that go viral on TikTok where the wife is publicly shaming her husband. And guess what? The public comes to shame her husband with her. And then she turns around and gets mad at us. She's like, you don't know our relationship.
You don't know me. Nigga, you showed it to
You
us.
just told me he's so mean to you. I was looking out for you, okay? That's what she's doing. She's turning around and she's like, you guys don't know us. We're not going to throw away 8 years of our lives. Like, I love this man.
What the fuck?
So
why you
right
don't
now we're
defend
still
no
at
nigga.
2021.
Yeah.
We're like 10 days into the drama. Correct?
Yeah.
And you're saying there's still like 4 years to go, 5 years to go.
Like, what could there be more of?
Yeah, and so the comments are a mix of shock, anger, something that feels kind of like grief. Everyone's like, why am I sad? Like, well, I just feel weird. Some people are saying,
Disappointed.
I feel deceived. I
Right.
feel like I was betrayed. People were just, they were going through it. And then finally they said, I don't want to do this anymore. Let's just let them do their thing.
Right.
October 26th, that reconciliation letter gets leaked. That letter that changed Wanda's mind. gets leaked.
How?
Okay, that I have nothing if I am not with him.
How does it get leaked?
Little cozy photos, okay? So everyone's like, let's read this fucking letter. Let's read this letter.
Show
Let's
me the
send
letter.
it to all the guys who have fucked up and see if we can learn something from this. Yanina, she's the one that leaks the letter, right?
Honestly, I don't understand.
Yeah, people said the minute that Yanina even mentions your relationship, just get a divorce. Because like there's gonna be more shit that comes out.
Can we see the letter?
I'm expecting something deep, but he goes with the H&M defense. You're like, what?
What?
Let me read you. Okay. Which, side note, there's a saying in Argentina,
The
which is
H&M defense.
love is blind, but the neighbors are
amor
not. So this is like the prime
es ciego,
example of
pero
that.
los
Where
vecinos
maybe Wanda reads this, and because she's so blinded by love, she thinks it's great, but the neighbors are watching and they're like, what the? That is not love, okay? So inside the entire
Nunca te mentí ni te inventé nada. Solo tuve un error de pelotudo. No te das cuenta que lo único que quieres es divorciarte. Hold on, divorce. Aunque en mi interior y mi alma sé lo peor que me puede pasar. No me interesa lo material, eso te lo entrego. Siempre a vos siendo millonario. Mejisto de H&M y ropa de Amazon. What the fuck? Para que tengas una idea y lo sabes muy bien. No puedo seguir aguantando tus malos tratos, tu ningunearme, tu peletudearme, como hace siempre. Espero que con todo lo material seas feliz. Eso ya lo tienes, no, eso ya lo tienes. Eso ya lo tenías en tu poder. Right. Ahora quieres la ayuda, quieres escribirte con tipos. Espero que el próximo fútbol, based off of the proximity of futbolista, sé el 1% de lo que fue yo con vos. Arruinaste todo por un chat. Todo un chat de mierda que no significaba nada para mí. Estás ciega y ya ni podías ver más allá del teléfono. Solo miras pelotudeces y mandas data a la prensa. Wait, y mandas data a la prensa.
That is not love, okay? So inside the entire letter, all he is saying is that
What? There's
I hate you for
more?
everything. I'm rich, and you're out on jets buying Birkins, and I wear H&M clothes, and you don't even know that I buy my socks in bulk.
What the fuck is going on?
Okay,
What is he saying?
what's going on?
What is he
And
saying?
then he was like, and
What
after
is he
all of
saying?
that, you still took these Instagram letters, like these Instagram messages and Telegram messages that mean nothing to me, and you ruined everything. Like you went
This is what convinced her that they were meant to be together?
and you ruined everything. Like you went to the press, you overreacted, and you ruined everything. And he even throws in there, I hope the next footballer is 1% of what I was with you. You others wear H&M.
Futbolista es el 1% de lo que fue yo con vos. Espero que el próximo futbolista sea el 1% de lo que fue yo con... Yo, he talking spicy, bruh. Wait, estás ciega y ya ni puedes ver más a la de teléfono? Who he talking about on the phone? Who's on the phone? Estás ciega.
I need to chill actually. No. I gotta chill. Cause shit like this, I don't care. I don't care. This what? I don't care. I don't care. Okay. This ain't got nothing to do. I definitely shouldn't look up what he's saying exactly using Google Translate, because that would be crazy. That'd be insane.
And he even throws in there, I hope the next footballer
Futbolista.
is 1% of what I was with you. You ruined everything over a shitty chat that meant nothing to me. You're blind and you can't even see beyond the phone anymore. You
So
just,
it's like a very mean message.
yeah,
low key, high
you just
key.
look at stupid things and send information to the press.
Yikes.
This is what
Everyone's
convinced
like,
her.
this made you want to stay with him? That is crazy.
Oh,
but then people
God.
dug up like this old thing that Wanda had said. And she said that, the bar is low, but we're making it lower, okay? So Wanda was like, I just want a guy to write me like a handwritten message, love message. Huh? So I guess it didn't matter if
Dead
it was
ass, bro.
mean. She just really wanted a handwritten
Are we dead
note.
ass, bro?
So then now we think, okay, we're done. It's been a little about a month. All of this has died down.
Oh,
we
we're not
already
done, are we?
Processed, digested the I shop at H&M while I'm a millionaire letter.
I
And
buy
everybody
my
has kind
socks
of
in
calmed
bulk.
down. And then boom, Wanda and Icardi state that they're doing an interview. And it's not just any interview. They're going on the Susanna show. And if you're not Argentinian,
Who's Susanna?
let me explain.
Susanna
is not a talk show host. I mean, she is, but she's like a cultural institution. She's like Oprah, Dolly Parton, Wendy Williams, all into this one champagne-loving entity that like exclusively seems to wear animal print. Like that is her. She has been doing this for over 50 years. Multiple generations have grown up watching her. She's interviewed the likes of everybody. She'll interview footballers when they're in the midst of a scandal. She'll interview soccer legends. She interviewed Messi. She'll interview Sharon Stone, Hollywood stars,
Sharon Stone?
presidents. I mean, her range.
Who's Sharon Stone, Trop? That's how Sue sees it.
Presidents.
Presidents
her
is
range
wild.
is insane, okay?
Yeah.
When you go on her show, it doesn't matter if you're 15 or 75. On any given night, 5 to 7 million people are watching her. Oh, yeah. Like, even your dog is watching her. Everybody's watching her. And she has this way. I only know a few people who know how to do this.
What?
And they're not even, like, professional interviewers. She has this magical ability to ask the most intrusive, offensive question that if anybody else asked, you'd be like, oh, so you want to get slapped because you're a dumb bitch, okay? But the way she does it is almost like a confused aunt. Like, you have to explain it to me.
Oh my god, low key, that's genius. So I've been hearing about all this stuff. What is it like? There's no way. You gotta tell me if this is true or not, because I just need to know. You know, the internet is crazy. This is literally how she's, I can see the way she's asked, because it's actually a very genius way of interviewing somebody when you want to get the tea, like the juiciness. So it's like your sister's husband is doing what with your husband? Like, there's no way that's true, right? Come on, there's no way. And then that prompts the person to be like, girl, let me tell you, it is crazy. So yeah, like, you get the tea so easy that way. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, I'm literally the gay bestie. This is not the vibe that I was going for. Does it matter? Not really. I just accept my role.
Oh, so you want to get slapped because you're a dumb bitch,
What
okay?
is she asking?
But the way she does it is almost like a confused aunt. Like, you have to explain it to me because I'm so lost. Why are you a home-wrecking asshole? Like, it's kind of like that. Like, it's just like...
It's just like that. That's good.
That is really good.
like,
Do that again.
That was really good.
if anybody else said this, people would be so offended. But she gets away with things that no other interviewer, no other journalist could ever get away with because it just doesn't feel mean.
Yeah.
So Susanna enters the chat, and this is it's like the Epstein files where all of them be going on like 60 Minutes afterwards to be like, I barely knew Epstein. I thought he was a creep. I met him once, like
Yeah.
that type of vibe. It's like you go to Susanna so that you can get the stamp of approval. because that's the only reason. If Susanna looks at you and looks at your responses and says, no, I think you're lying, then the whole world is going to hate you more. But if Susanna looks at you and gives her stamp of approval of like, okay, I think that you just meant well, but it didn't come out correctly, then you get all this sympathy. I mean, I could honestly do like a whole 10-part series on Susanna and her lore. She's like the final boss of all the Argentinian celebrities. She actually sat through an entire interview with this renowned pianist, and she keeps like showing him these photos, and she's so enthusiastic. She's like, here, look at this photo, look at this photo. He's blind. She didn't know. The whole interview she didn't know. Nobody told her. So she just like keeps trying to show him things like visually, and then near the end she's like, oh, okay. Yeah, it was like, but for some reason, again, she doesn't do it in a way that's offensive. Like, it was not like this really, whoa, why are you doing this? This is highly inappropriate and offensive, and like, we're actually very upset with you. She just seems like she always means well.
Yeah.
So when Wanda and Icardi announce that they're going on Susanna's show, everybody is like, oh, we know what they're doing. They're trying to save the brand. They're saving their relationship family image. They're trying to get out of the trenches and move back on, and they're going to the Vatican of gossip. That's what Susanna is called. The interview is done at a 4,300 euro a night suite in the Ritz in Paris. The Eiffel Tower is just like glowing in the background, and Wanda's in there with an emerald green suit. She looks glamorous, but also ready for some sort of battle. And she explains that she feels really sad about calling China a cunt. She takes it back. She says, the first thing I did after I posted that story was I called China and I asked for forgiveness because I used a word that was not very elegant. Nobody believes her, by the way, because then she later goes on to say the little whore, you know, so everyone's like, okay, weird time to lie, but that's fine. And when Susanna asks, like, but were you friends with China? Because that would make the situation worse. She says, we were cordial. And then she does the knockout. If it were me, I wouldn't have written those messages. So
Me personally.
is basically trying to be very polite all of a sudden, very professional, and she's saying, if I were China, I would not send those messages showing off my tits and stuff. Like, that's the vibe. She's giving 5 million viewers, like, I would never stoop to be a side chick. You know, and she's rewriting all of these past scandals. And she lays out how she discovered the whole thing. She said that she had just grabbed Icardi's phone because she wanted to get a picture of their daughters off of his phone to send to herself. And she saw these notifications pop up. So she clicked open Telegram, and that's how she saw their chat messages. And she confronted him on the spot the day of. She scooped up all 5 kids, so the 2 daughters that they share and the 3 sons that she has with Maxi. She goes straight to Milan on the first flight that's available. Icardi chased her down, begging her to think of the family and just all of this. Oh, and then Susanna's like, you know, I heard a rumor that he was willing to ditch his soccer team, like quit soccer for you to take him back. And Wanda just snorts a laugh and she says, he told me that, but who knows if it's true. At this point, she explains the whole Paris hotel situation. Wanda says she has known... This is like not a good look, but she says, I've known Icardi since he was 17. Again, not a great thing to start with, okay?
Yo.
But she says that she can tell when he's lying. She can tell when something's up. And he told her nothing
said
happened
this?
in that hotel with China. They were in the hotel room, but nothing happened.
Uh-huh.
And Susanna's like, how did nothing happen? And she says, because he had a really bad fever. He was not in a state to even do anything.
Well, what the f is China doing?
Folks will be on the brink of passing out and still try to take their pants off, bro. What do you mean nothing happened? So what were they doing in a hotel room? She was taking care of him. They was reading the Bible.
Nothing happened.
Right.
And she says, because he had a really bad fever. He was not in a state to even do anything.
Well, what the f is China doing there?
Exactly. Just taking care of his fever.
Of his fever.
And then at the end of the interview, Icardi walks in and he gives Wanda like a sloppy kiss, and they sit next to each other holding hands, acting like they are the most solid couple in existence, and they're trying to sell us this story so damn hard. And afterwards, everyone's just fatigued. People have their opinions about the
Yes.
interview, but overall, everybody's exhausted. They're like, if you want to burn your house down, just don't involve us next time. Like, we were just part of the play and we didn't like that, so just go and do your own thing. And then a few days later, China does her first real interview. She goes on to speak with another journalist, Alejandro. He's like a veteran interviewer known for long form serious conversations. He's not as known for gossip and scandal. He's more known for like philosophical one-on-one conversations where he lets people talk for like an hour without interrupting. And so China is already sending a message by going on to him. Like, this is not T-spelling. I'm just trying to have this it's like going on 60 Minutes versus, going on a chill interview.
All
And the
right.
only thing you can get out of this interview is she doesn't address anything. She just says, I don't feel the need to give explanations. I will only give explanations to my kids, not the press, not the public. I don't even think I need to explain myself to my partners. That's not who I am. And that's it. And people were like, you're actually insane,
Oh, God,
okay?
no.
Like, you can't say, I don't like to give explanations to my partners when you have like a very murky dating history. Like, you sound like you're trying to be women empowerment, but everything you've been doing is like kind of not that. So it's very confusing. We're just a little bit confused right now.
Yeah.
And so people get even more mad at her after this interview. She gets dropped by a bunch of brands. She's like a PR walking hazard. China's
gets
like going through it
dropped.
with her career. Icardi's also going through it with his career. So like, he's a repentant dog is how people were describing him. Yeah, he won his wife back. He's allowed back in the house. He's out of the doghouse. But like, at what cost? He's being publicly humiliated, mocked, memed into oblivion. He's in a very male-dominated sport with a lot of misogynistic fans who don't think that any man should ever beg for a woman. So all of his fans are like,
Funnily enough, those the same niggas that can't get girls.
who don't think that any man should ever beg for a woman. So all of his fans are like, you're not the CEO of your own empire and we don't like you. And then Wanda, I mean, her fire doesn't even just burn down her own mansion. Her sister's now getting a divorce from her husband, Jacob, who was the lookout. And Wanda is now humiliated. Everyone went to bat for Wanda. And then now they're like, you're just as dumb as we are, okay? We're all dumb. And now you're no longer the queen. We're all just dumb bitches, okay? So everything is just not a good time. Not a good time. And so for the next year, we're in like a up, down, where if Wanda is happy with her relationship with Icardi, it's more posts in the private jet, family above all,
Loyalty.
posting romantic smooches under the Eiffel Tower. And then he's following a lot of people when their relationship is good. And then you can tell when it's bad because it goes back to just following Wanda. It's like up and down. And people are like, oh my God. At this point, there was like one gossip column who was doing updates on their relationship nonstop based off of their Instagram post. And it was like, update 437 of like what's happening with Wanda and Icardi. But by mid 2022, Wanda moves back to Argentina so that she can be on the Masked Singer, like Argentina's version of the Masked Singer. And she starts like posting with this one guy, El Gante.
Jeez.
He's like, I guess, Argentina's version of a SoundCloud rapper. It's not like that there's no rappers in Argentina, but he has a very specific vibe that can only really be compared to like an American SoundCloud rapper.
Okay.
So obviously much smaller, and it's kind of a sub-genre. Like, he does like kind of a sub-genre of music, and it's certain beats mixed with certain type of cultural references, and it's like the polar opposite of a polished millionaire footballer lifestyle that Wanda is living
What's up
in.
with this?
Okay.
So she's like constantly posting with him. And everyone thought it was just a marketing stunt of a polished millionaire footballer lifestyle that Wanda is living in.
Right. Okay.
So she's like constantly posting with him. And everyone thought it was just a marketing stunt for the entire show. But by the end of 2022, paparazzi photos leak of them kissing. But they still continue to insist that they're just friends. I don't know how that's possible, but they're like, we're just friends. She's still married to Icardi. Then October 2022, they drop a music video. She's the main lead love interest in this music video. It's called The Last Romantic. And the chemistry in that video reported
What happened to the half of the bottles? Alright, bruh. Yeah, I get it. You feel me? Tight shit. My fault for, you feel me? Yeah. This shit crazy.
And the chemistry in that video reportedly was so strong, Icardi books an unannounced flight from Paris to Argentina, shows up at Wanda's door in what can only be described as blind, unannounced rage. That's what reports were saying. So now people are confused. Is she separated? Are they getting a divorce? Like, the status has been changing every single week. We don't know. And according to Yanina, who has been very factual throughout all of this, you know, the gossip columnist, and
Right.
the reporter, she's saying, you know, they were together. Icardi and Wanda were having a rough spot. She got together with the rapper El Gante, and then her parents don't like, her mom doesn't approve, her sister doesn't approve, even her longtime hairdresser and close friend doesn't approve. Like, nobody approves. They staged an intervention. And Icardi, he's turning the kids against her to stop this romance because he doesn't approve of El Gante. Everybody's trying to stop this romance. So finally, Wanda's like, you know what?
Fine.
I'm not going to do it anymore. So then, you know, they're back together again, it seems. So they get back together early 2023. And for the next year, it's up and down. We don't know what's going on, up and down. New cryptic Instagram posts, new crying posts, new jet
Followers
posts,
going up and down.
up and down. July 2024, El Gante chooses violence. He doesn't just release a new song, he releases it with, you guessed it, China. The title of the song is called Cry Like a Repentant Man.
I ain't gonna lie, she's sliding though.
Canta conmigo si a vos también te mintieron.
What the? No. What did she say there, Dacha? There's no reason you would stop the beat. Hold on, it's looking hard. I look, gotta get this. Like, I ain't gonna lie. This is actually hard. Why is this actually hard? Oh my gosh. What? I'm just finding out about this because of Wanda and what? What are they talking about? No. We gotta go back to, yo, nigga. I feel like I'm getting introduced to a whole new role.
The title of the song is called Cry Like a Repentant Man. And it's like a not so subtle dig at both Wanda and Icardi. So it's not just digging at Wanda, it's like about betrayal, regret.
Oh my god, please tell me Icardi and Wanda dropped a diss track. No. They had to have dropped a diss track, please.
And Icardi. So it's not just digging at Wanda, it's like about betrayal, regret, moving on. Like, the shade is so thick that you can cut it with a knife. El Gante even has the audacity to tag Wanda in the Instagram story asking for forgiveness. Like, forgive me for this, because he's like, I know you're about to be so pissed off. Wanda plays the cool girl card, and she's like, zero resentment, I always forgive, right? But we all know that she's probably throwing her phone across the room. And then China goes on with some cryptic Instagram posts. She's like posting, ooh, I have so much I could say. Like, finally feeling like I want to talk now.
Unas ganas de hablar.
Ooh, I have so much I could say. Like, finally feeling like I want to talk now. And it's just getting messy all over again. We're rehashing the beef from 2021, now in 2024. And then days after El Gante and
That song was hard though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That song gold, Tribe. Like low key, high key, that song go. I didn't like the first song El Gante made. His voice was annoying to hell. But the second one with Suarez, That one hard. And then I don't know who was the third person or they niggas was sliding, bro. No cap.
China's video drops. Wanda announces that she and Icardi are breaking up.
Damn.
This is their 7th public breakup since 2021. They've had like other breakups where it seems like they're falling off, and then but like 7th public, like, hey everyone, I would like you to know, and we're like, we don't want to know.
We don't.
We
bro.
don't need to know. We
It's
don't want to know.
overly
And she
over,
posted,
dude.
I decided to end it, but Icardi and I will.
Con lo difícil. Con lo difícil que son los finales. This is very difficult to say, but this is the finales. Y lo mucho que a mí me cuestan. Damn. Me toco prende. I'm tired of pretending la tele o ve en redes vejan que no son reales. I'm tired of pretending that the version of my reality is the real one. Pero it's time to accept. Pero lo acepto porque es parte de lo malo de quien soy. It's time to accept the bad things that have happened to me. I don't know. It's like decidí separarme, pero no dejaremos de ser familia o maro. Inténtalo mi veces más cuando hay amor tampoco fue un error. No me arrepiento de nada. Le di a esa pareja los mejores años de mi vida, pero hoy me toca seguir sola. No hay culpables ni terceros. Lo nuestro fue siempre más fuerte que lo exterior. La prioridad mía siempre fueron mis hijos y hoy más que nunca. Gracias por el respeto. Oh my gosh, bruh. I ain't gonna lie. I totally get it though. I totally get it, bruh. She saying shit like, you feel me? Word.
We don't need to know. We don't want to know. And she posted, I decided to end it, but Icardi and I will continue to be a family. She said, giving it another go just didn't work. And everyone's like, we could have told you that like years ago.
Right,
But, okay,
right,
whatever.
right.
And so some people are commenting, see you in 3 months. See you in fucking 3 months when you post another private jet pic with the whole family. And then by the end of 2024, pictures of Wanda and El Gante start to circulate on social media.
Old pictures?
No,
pictures?
new ones.
Oh, so Wanda went back to the rapper.
Yeah, they're not just like hanging out. They're looking very cozy. Okay, like very cozy. And then, this is where it blows up. So
Icardi went back to Chloe. China.
now they're looking very cozy. Okay, like very cozy. And then,
I feel like a telenovela, bro.
and then, this is where it blows up. So November 2024,
Enrique.
they go on an Instagram live.
Wanda, Nare y El Gante juntos hicieron un vivo de madrugada picante, spicy. Hoy estamos cumpliendo 3 años de pareja. Así que espero que le den los cálculos. ¿Qué opinas? What's my opinion? Bro, this shit crazy. This shit crazy, bro. No cap. No. This deadass feel like some reality TV show.
So November 2024, they go on an Instagram live. El Gante and Wanda.
She's right there. Yo, Tribe, she's right there. I didn't even know that she was there. I thought it was just...
And El Gante says, we've been celebrating 3 years as a couple.
What?
Well, today. Do the math.
Right.
He
I know. The math, not
tells
math.
the audience, do the math.
Oh, shit.
If you do the math,
Yeah.
they were together when Wanda did that interview with Susanna saying that
When Icardio kissed her? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Dude. 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 And what was the point of her saying that she was taking him back on Instagram? Icardio was sending out them heartfelt messages on Instagram talking about some, I'm so sorry, I love you. She was with El Gante? Wait, does that mean that they were together when El Gante made the song with China Chloe? China Chloe with Suarez?
when Wanda did that interview with Susanna saying that she's gonna be with Icardi. What the fuck is happening? She's been with El Gante this whole time?
Living a double life.
So people are like, what is happening? This live is the catalyst for Icardi's total meltdown. He goes from desperate to scary overnight. Within 48 hours, Icardi flies to Argentina, literally squats in Wanda's apartment. Within 48 hours, Icardi flies to Argentina, literally squats in Wanda's apartment. And some people say it was like a siege. He had to get evicted from Wanda's apartment. It was like a
he
whole
has no
thing.
idea.
Yeah, I think he didn't know.
Oh, so you're saying Wanda has been cheating the whole time?
That's what El Gante
Yes!
is alleging.
Oh, shit.
He's been cheating
She's
the
been
whole
playing-
time.
Oh my, like, bro, I'm like, yo, is this not insane, bro? There's so many things that made me feel like she was the one getting played. The whole time she's been playing everybody.
Oh, shit.
He's been cheating
She's
the
been
whole
playing
time.
5D chess.
Allegedly, while she's doing this interview of like, we're gonna be together. And so he's like, what the fuck? He flies from Paris to Argentina.
But what? Okay, but you're saying the rapper is doing the live with Wanda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she's just like, you're so dumb. She's like, oh my God, you're so dumb.
That's crazy. Why would they say that
I
though?
don't know.
They know what's gonna come after
Yeah.
this.
And so later in another interview, Wanda reveals the details and they're terrifying. Okay, this, if it's true, it's really bad.
Oh my God, the way she said that, and they're terrifying. Okay, if this is really true.
They know what's gonna come after
Yeah.
this.
And so later in
Well, what's terrifying?
another interview, Wanda reveals the details and they're terrifying. Okay, this, if it's true, it's really bad. Wanda said that Icardi locked her in a dressing room so that she couldn't leave and told her that they need to fix things. He allegedly threatened if she didn't see him, he would show up with China, wherever China was, and kiss her publicly. So like, it's not like abusive or anything, but okay, locking her in the room is abusive.
That's crazy. But the kiss, what? That's like some high school. What? This nigga think he in a cage? Yo, he's tilting me, bro. This is like some real immature shit, high key, or what? Am I tripping?
So like, it's not like abusive or anything, but okay, locking her in the room is abusive. But also, like, Wanda has said a lot of shit that is not true. So, like, I don't know what's true, okay?
Facts. That is facts.
So she's just like, it was terrifying. Like, he locked me in the room. He's like, we got to figure this out. And if you don't want to figure it out, I'm going to go make out with China. Which she said it was a freaking nightmare. She also said that he called her phone 700 times that week. She didn't answer. He started sending threatening messages to her mom, her best friend, hairdresser, and confidant. Her sister, just the ultimatum was, if Wanda doesn't come, if Wanda doesn't want to talk to me, I am going to go to China and make out with her. Go to China and make out with her. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because, like,
This is
how
so
can people be
stupid.
so messy?
This is
Every
so
single one of them
stupid,
is
bro.
so messy.
So
How is
messy.
Maxi Lopez the least messy?
That's not a
How is
real-
Messi
that's
the
not a
least
real
messy?
gift.
No, but Messi is-
Messi in the room with us?
See,
He's
they
messy
couldn't
minding
be
his
messy,
business.
so they decided to be messy.
That's good.
Yo, Noona's endearing, bro. Oh my God, that was such a bad joke, but I love her. You feel me? So she get away with it. But damn,
That's not that bad actually. It's pretty good. I'm actually a little bit amused at the joke, but it's like, bro.
How is Messi the
It's
least
like a
messy?
Jin type joke.
No, but
Is
Messi,
Messi in the room with us?
See, they couldn't be messy, so they decided to be messy.
Tight shit.
That's good.
Why did you?
No, that's good. That's
Okay, and then hits the fan. November 28th, 2024.
That's good.
There's a restaurant. It's like a trendy dining district along the river in Buenos Aires.
Buenos
and a
Aires?
lot of celebrities go there to be seen.
Okay.
So, it's like if celebrities go to certain places in LA, you're not going there to be low key and hide out. You're being there to be paparazzi'd. It's like the ultimate party scene. And Wanda and El Gante are at one table together, being very public about their quote unquote friendship, okay? And then, like, another table nearby, Icardi is sitting there with his friend. 2 tables from Icardi is China.
Oh my gosh.
Is this real?
Yes. And
No
so,
fucking way.
so Wanda.
Is it a coincidence?
Seems like, I don't know if it was like Wanda showed up, so then Icardi showed up, and then Icardi called China and was like, you better show up. I don't know. And China was like, you know what? This woman ruined my life, so I'm gonna show up.
crazy.
I don't know if it was like that or if it was a genuine coincidence.
Are the paparazzis like foaming at their mouth?
Yes,
Yeah, they have to be.
yes.
Like
And
they're
so
taking out like which table to shoot, right?
at one point, Wanda walks straight up to China's table and says, you get near El Gante, and what Pampita did to you is nothing compared to what I'll do to you if you stay in my life.
Oh.
And then China ends up in tears, Wanda storming out, and Icardi is just sitting there laughing.
Wow, this is iconic.
This is incredible.
So then the very next morning, Icardi has to go to court for a psychological evaluation. I think it was like part of their divorce. Allegedly, he shows up drunk. But guess who's driving?
Who's
China?
driving
Him
Icardi?
to court.
The brother-in-law.
Chinasaurus.
Wait, he's back with China?
They don't publicly say it at that time, but Chinasaurus is driving him. Yeah.
What is happening?
Yeah, December 2024, Wanda goes up on a talk show and says our marriage is legally done for. And that same month, she leaks the 2018 message archives. These are messages between her and China where China was fangirling over.
C.S. Luciana El Estaba en el motorhome.
So this is when everything is going well with Icardi and Wanda. And China is messaging Wanda, like talking about how her kids are so pretty, even talking about her own scandal. So China is like, the whole avocado and blanket incident. She's like, Pampita she wanted to kill me. She makes the other woman look crazy. It's like another firing squad of people on the internet getting re-mad, even though everybody's broken up. Like her and Icardi are broken up.
Yeah.
She's now with El Gante, but these screenshots, people are like, I freaking knew it. Like she's always been crazy. It just becomes this huge unraveling. Up until January 2025, Icardi has filed multiple lawsuits in Milan claiming that Wanda, quote, stole 7 million euros from their joint bank account. And Wanda fired back with accusations of domestic harassment and financial control. They had this huge courtroom battle. May 2025, Wanda came in with this all pink Lamborghini, dressed in a suit. Like, I love when celebrities go to court for things like divorce, okay? I always feel like they're cosplaying with the suit in their pink Lamborghini. Like the pink Lamborghini is a lot to show up in court. And like the suit was giving like very high fashion suit. It wasn't like a lawyer suit. It was like
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk down a walk.
oversized baggy blazer with a baggy tie.
Walk down a
The
runaway
glasses,
type vibe.
the hair and like the pencil, like that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, I live for
Devil's
these
Wear
moments
Prada
when
type
it's
of vibe.
divorce. Not that I want
I
divorce,
get it.
but like
I
when it's
get it,
not criminal
Noona.
court.
I
Okay,
get it, Noona.
continuing. Then Icardi, in this whole courtroom battle, alleges that she was sleeping with another one of his teammates. We don't know if this is true, but yeah.
So all of them are messy.
Oh yeah,
Factual.
but none of them play like Messi, so. Yeah, all of them are messy. And while all of this is happening, there is a post that goes live of Icardi hugging China. And the caption is, they say the best of Icardi hugging.
Dice que la... Bro, I'm tired of reading this shit. I feel like I've really pushed my brain into a different lane of thinking. and it's like I'm now getting tired of doing that.
And the caption is, they say the best stories begin when you least expect them. Who knows? It's a matter of destiny that always finds a way to bring the two people together no matter how much time passes or how many paths must be traveled.
Wow, he didn't mention nothing about H&M or Amazon this time. I think his like writing has gone better.
To bring the two
Maybe ChatGPT.
people together no matter how much time passes or how many paths must be traveled, because there are encounters that seem written in the stars. Today, I don't need any more signs. I know that with you, I am where I should be.
Bruh.
And
However, China does a follow-up Instagram post, and because pettiness can never leave, she doesn't do like a dedicated post for Icardi. She posts pictures of her hugging Wanda
Oh my gosh.
and Icardi's daughters, wrapped in her arms, smiling at the camera like a fresh family portrait. And then she writes in text, "Love always triumphs over hate," positioning herself as love and Wanda as hate. She is Wandaing Wanda. No, she is the Icardi. No, I don't even know. Icardi?
Yo.
Icardi?
So who really won in the end? Because I thought Wanda played everybody, but it seemed like Suarez played everybody.
Wanda. No, she is the Icardi. No, I don't even know. Icardi? Icardi'd. No, hold on. Icardi'd Maxi Lopez.
Right?
China Suarez Icardi'd Wanda.
Right.
Bruh.
No, right. China Suarez definitely Icardi'd Wanda, but Wanda.
China Suarez Icardi'd Wanda. Bruh, a lot of comments are like, if he only spent all this energy on the field.
Oh god. Oh
He
my
could've
gosh.
Messy.
But instead, yeah.
Instead,
So
he's Icardi.
this is where we are at now. Not over. I forgot to tell you the craziest thing. After China and Icardi decide that they're going to start publicly dating, Wanda hits them with some receipts. She's like, "Oh, love, you were falling in love with China? Let me tell you what was happening while you were falling in love with China. In fact, let me tell everybody what was happening." She posts these very intimate text messages between her and Icardi, where Icardi is mass texting Wanda. "This is how I want to put you and fuck you
Yeah, we not reading those.
completely, winky face, the way you like it, exclamation, 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 exclamation. And I know you're dying for it too. For fucking me, sucking me, and everything. Everything. Okay. But you play crazy. You act offended. You act mean with me. Exclamation, Wanda hasn't responded. Exclamation, exclamation. Will you give me
It's so like the dichotomy of Noona, like, you're so mean with me, and then like this nigga dead like trying to pour his, will you let me? This freaking weird, like, dude,
exclamation,
have
Wanda
some
hasn't
respect
responded.
for yourself.
Exclamation, exclamation. Will you give me a chance? Question mark, question mark. Because I want to fuck you and fill you completely with... I want to fill your hamburger with my milk. And then she doesn't respond. Will you let me? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Will you let me? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. And then she doesn't respond, so he does the eye roll emoji. And then she doesn't respond. A day later, he texts again. Will you let me? Question mark, question mark.
This is disgusting.
Everyone starts. It's a new sitcom. Icardi has been cast as a glass of milk and Wanda's a hamburger. People are photoshopping that. And it's just fucking everywhere. People started getting videos of Icardi playing soccer, but they turned him into a glass of milk, just scoring goals. It's just like so embarrassing. People are like, what is happening right now? And people start doing, you know, the meme right now that's really big, where it's where someone is like dressed like an old poet and they're writing like Shakespearean text. And people are like, this is Icardi, how he felt about himself writing those messages. Let me fill your whole hamburger with milk. And it's like an old poet. And then in the end of 2025, Wanda drops a commercial. This is huge. Timing is pure poison. So by this point, Wanda is not trying to get with Icardi. She's just exposing him like, while you're talking to China, falling in love with China, guess you were also in my messages. Now, a random person goes rogue. There's a model by the name of Natasha Ray, and she claims around this time that Icardi had slid into her DMs in 2021.
When he's
like back together with Wanda, and he was sending all these messages, and one of them happened to be a picture of his peen, and she's like, well, and he's got a ton of tattoos, so we could actually like do the identification work. Yeah, it's like basically taking a nude with your face in it, because if you
Oh my gosh, bro. Dog got a small ping. It's GG's. Oh no.
you got tattoos and your tattoo is in the nude, you might as well put your face in it. And it was very a lot of people who Yanina is like, it's him, it's him. Everyone's like, it's him. And he was exposing very little.
Very little what? His peen?
They said his peen is very little.
Oh.
They said his peen is very little. Like a little peanut. Okay. So people started nicknaming him, which translates to the Peanut Man, because he's got a little peanut. So Wanda, being the tactical genius that she is, she decides that she's going to do, this is around the time that everyone is like, oh my God, he's got a little peanut, but he's also busy posting pictures of him and China moving in together. Like it's getting really serious. And like, that really famous peanut brand in America? Like with the Peanut Man?
Yeah, Peanut Man, yeah.
There's like a Argentinian counterpart to it. And Wanda does an ad with the Peanut Man. And she's just snacking on tiny, little, barely there peanuts. And she just deadpan looks into the camera and says, I know a secret. Okay? Yeah, so she basically is saying, yeah, and that is where we are at.
I just know this is so not over.
No, it's so not over.
None of them are taking a break from this.
No, it'll never be over.
Like, they're gonna spin around and
I
someone's
know
gonna
a
get
secret.
reverse Icardi.
I feel like Maxi Lopez has to start dating.
Make a return.
Make a return.
China.
Yes.
Oh God, I haven't heard from
start
Maxi since the
dating
part
El
one.
Gante.
Exactly.
Like I just.
Yo.
There's gonna be another rendition. There's gonna be
Where's
another
Susanna?
part 3. Just stay tuned, because there's no way this is over. Let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? Who is the chess master here? Who got
Jeez,
chess
I
mastered,
couldn't
and
tell
who
you.
is the chess master?
I really
Because
couldn't
don't
tell
even
you,
know
bro.
at this
Me
point.
neither.
Wanda definitely.
Nah,
shaking
but
it down.
Master, because
but
if
Suarez.
she really was dating El Gante this whole time,
Yeah.
that's peak
that is crazy.
insane
That is
chess
actually
master.
crazy. Yeah.
And then the peanut commercial.
Oh,
That's good.
That's really good too.
let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yo,
Bye.
tribe. Bye, Noona. Bye, Noona. Hey, I know this song. Ba-da-da-da-da. Yo, tribe. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's probably one of the craziest stories I've heard in a fat minute. And we watch Ron Mango, bro. We literally watch Ron Mango, so we see some crazy stories. The amount of messiness that was just told to me, I'm not gonna forget anytime soon. Thank y'all for pushing me to watch this channel, because I know Noona has like 30 channels, bro. I've been putting this one off for literally no reason, and now that I'm finally here, bro, I see that there's so many videos that we have to watch. Listen to this title, tribe. Girl moves in with 3 strangers. 1 month later, she lights house on fire because of box of chocolates. By the time you're watching this, there should be more videos coming out from this channel, so wait on that, and I hope y'all enjoyed this, bro. Who do y'all think, like Noona asked, was playing 4D chess? I'm gonna keep it a buck. It definitely is a toss-up between Wanda and Suarez. I don't know, man. This shit really, really, really messy, bruh. And I'm like, this is entirely fascinating, entirely entertaining, no cap. Let me know which ones I should watch next, tribe. Enough of me, seriously, enough of me. It's been your boy, Try Lou. In case I don't see you, just in case, good afternoon, good evening, most importantly, but unfortunately, goodbye and good night, tribe.
It's the end, leave a like and share it to your friends and your kin, when I post a video, I'm gonna need y'all to attend, thank you for the view, but I ain't done with you. 2023, I'm about to be Jordan with the flu, yeah, join the tribe, yeah, join the tribe. I'm gonna need y'all to subscribe.